Today is Connor Bedard in the buying zone. A conversation with PSA's Brad Hartlin. We share our Halifax Expo pickups and a whole lot more. Welcome back to episode 412 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, presented by our good friends at Upper Deck.
Loud collector fill, loud collector fill. Baba Louie, Baba Louie, yeah. Baba Louie, Baba Louie.
And California Dave, and California Dave,
California Dave!
Welcome to the Gong Show.
Hello, Hobby family. Welcome back to the Gong Show. We're back home. I miss the ocean.
Miss the temperature.
Yeah.
No, the temperature can be gone. The humidity, no, thank you.
Well, he's saying he misses the temperature in Halifax because it's disgusting here, like 4,000 degrees. I think that's the actual temperature, if I read it correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
gross.
warm everywhere. So even in Cali. Yep.
Dave, you're freshly shaven. You applying for jobs now that you're retired, or
Yeah. I just sometimes I gotta keep
Switch it up.
trimmed. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
Management.
it's ruly and it's uncomfortable. And today was like 95 degrees. So. Oh no! Did
Walmart
someone make
greeter
fun of me?
rules, huh?
You guys look like you made fun of me and I missed it.
No.
does White prefer clean or scruffy? Dave?
You know what's funny? She has she doesn't notice.
Oh yeah,
So
you've been
I could be
married
like-
for more than 20 years. She doesn't even recognize you anymore. I get that.
I'll be super beardy and then I'll like shave and she has no clue. I was like, yeah, I just shaved. And she's like, you did? Yeah. It's all the same to her. So
Just tell her when she shaves, you can tell. I bet you she'll remember next time.
Yeah, that'll go great.
she doesn't really grow hair on her legs. So
No, one of those. Eh?
yeah, she's got very fine, like light hair. So she could go like weeks and you wouldn't even tell. Yeah.
Anybody have any adventures or crazy stories to report from the way home, or no?
No, did it in one shot, 14 hours. Giddy up.
Ooh,
Attaboy.
Yeah. 8 hours of flying for me. Two to New Jersey, or no, 2 to Newark. Yeah, New Jersey, and then 6 to LA from there. It was rough.
well, we all kind of commented that when you look on a map, Halifax is like really far to the east.
Yeah.
You're
I
kissing Europe a
didn't
little
realize. I didn't realize.
Yeah, to
Although
my country. It's the
I did
back.
watch a movie on the way home that was so pointless. Have you ever seen the movie Pompeii?
No.
It's like set in like, I don't know, 72, 80 or whenever Pompeii exploded. So
Sure.
like the whole, sorry, I'm spoiler alert. If anyone
Spoiler alert, there's a
Whoa.
volcano and
Okay,
erupted.
well,
I
all
think.
Yes, but okay. So there's a volcano and it erupts, but like, like there's the bad guys and the good guys, and the good guy like defeats the bad guy only to be enveloped by the volcano like 3 minutes later. And everybody dies. It didn't even matter to avenge.
What did
the
you
death.
think was going to happen?
I don't know. I thought maybe they would ride off into the sunset and escape the volcano, but no, they all die.
Yeah.
They all die.
Well, don't watch Titanic. I don't want to burst your bubble. I don't want you to be disappointed, but don't watch that movie.
Some people live in Titanic.
Yeah, some do. You're right.
Yeah, just not. What's his face? Jack.
Yeah.
There was
There you go.
plenty of room on that board for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Hockey cards.
Okay.
Gong Show breaks. Saturday night is the night we'll be breaking Gong Show. Gong Show favorite. Parker's. 2025-26 Parker's. About a big week for our crew here. We have a team random and PYT. The spots are up at gongshowbreaks.com. You can go get yours. The PYT especially have been moving fast already. So you'll want to act quickly to get the spots you want. Plus, we're doing an awesome mega mixer and then a fun Celebrini rookie auto clear cut chase. So again, gongshowbreaks.com. We'll be starting our stream at 7:30 Eastern time on Saturday night on the Gong Show YouTube channel. And Phil, Dave, Friday Nights with Phil. What do we got going on this week?
Well, we're both very excited, and we'll have much better internet than last Friday. That was terrible. It's probably our worst episode ever, so I very much value the good listener. Definitely not the good watcher. Thank you for sticking with us. It's the middle of the summer, too. I mean, what can you do? But we did go live. We went live at 10 p.m. our time. That was very difficult for me. And we went live on a potato cam. So apparently $5,000 for 3 nights at an Airbnb gets you dial-up internet. Bunch of turds there. Anyways, we'll re-show our cards this Friday, I'm sure. I really want to. Well, I do. I got a lot of good cards. I think Dave will want to show a lot of good cards too. I'm pretty sure he has some of my mail as well. Right, Dave?
Yeah, so not only the Saskatoon pickups, Saskatoon. Not only the Halifax pickups.
I love it.
But Carter from Saskatoon, I saw him right before we left to Halifax. So he brought me all the cards that have been over the past couple of months. And so I have a ton of sick cards from that as well to show.
It's going to be a banger. It's got what we're basically trying to say, Dave and I, is we'll see you Friday at 9 p.m. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, normal time, normal people time.
I felt bad for you guys last Friday. You had one plan to show cards, and the internet was not just subpar, it was horrific. And really, all weekend, we had to live like people in
Animals.
2004.
Animals.
Basically. Yeah, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. That's how dependent we are on the internet. We couldn't watch Netflix. We couldn't upload our episode.
There was no air condition. No air condition. What kind of a sick person charges that kind of money and doesn't look for air conditioning or doesn't have
$1,700 a night?
Oh, these people.
There were fans. They provided fans for each room.
My lymph nodes. Who's going to take care of my lymph nodes swelling up, man? In that, I did not get in for 6 business days. I could not get out of that heat. But it was. I mean, that just tells you how incredible that city was, right? Made no difference to that. Yeah.
Okay, lastly, before we get started, a reminder that our show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, we are a Patreon podcast. It means we do rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher to help us cover our show expenses, produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives, even in a small way, to grow the hockey hobby. You can support a show for as little as $5 a month, be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. You get the Feature Watch Gonger title. You get access to Discord, our Discord exclusive show, Behind the Bench, with our good buddy Neil, a.k.a. Irish Flyers Collector, and all the fun stuff we do there. I just mailed out before we left, like a whole bunch of hobby boxes for different contests, scavenger hunts. We do fantasy hockey every year. We did a playoff bracket. We do 5K challenge, a whole bunch of fun stuff. If you want to join our community, all you got to do is go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly. The website is patreon.com, and you just search for us. We're the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Link in show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram and TikTok profiles, too. Baba Louie, we have 2 new patrons since our last show.
That's good. Do. First one up, Jay Terrace. It's now part of the Future Watch Gongers.
Are you sure it's not Tetris? Sometimes you make a mistake. It'd be cool if it was Tetris.
I think it's Terrace.
It's a copy-paste.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Maybe they made a mistake.
Yes. Sometimes
usually it's me who makes, because I'm the one that writes it. So if there is a mistake, it'd be my bad. But this one's Terrace.
Sometimes I spell my name incorrectly. Sometimes I put Larry if I want to be cute.
Fun.
Yeah.
Larry. Got it.
Did you guys ever have a restaurant name, like when you just put, like, when you have to go give the host or your hostess your name for the waiting list? I always used to say Gunner.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Do I look like a gunner?
No.
Is that a real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are named Gunner.
Yeah.
Gunther, maybe like Gunther.
No, Gunner.
That sounds violent, like a gun, like assaulter. What's your kid's name? Assaulter, and Gunner. What? Assaulter. It's the same thing. America.
They also have names like Woo Pig Duval.
Now that's a name.
Yes, love it.
Sir. Woo Pig Duval. That's how you got to say it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Louis, what's the game plan for today?
Today's game plan is starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. Then it's our conversation with Brad Hartlin. After that, we have some hobby news. Then some new product releases, maybe a calendar update, probably. And we will finish up with our personal pickups from Halifax.
Thank you, Louie. Let's get today's show started with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we're profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player. We started with the first class in 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. Today's Hall of Famer has a very well-known last name, but his first name we might not recognize as much. Okay, so last name Patrick. Ring a bell?
Well,
Should.
Lester?
No. First name Lynn. Lynn Patrick.
Lynn Patrick.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like
Sounds very common, but I don't know if I know who
Yeah.
Lynn Patrick is.
you think Lynn for a guy is common?
Oh,
Yeah?
no.
Not
It is.
super
Okay,
common.
me neither.
But
Okay.
there are.
It's all right. Everything's gonna be okay. It's not a common name, I don't think. Yeah.
Joseph Lynn Patrick lived from 1912 until passing away at the age of 67 in 1980. He was born in Victoria, British Columbia, passed away in St. Louis, Missouri. Lynn was a left shot, left wing, played hockey at 6'1", 205 pounds, and in a professional career that lasted from 1934 until 1947, Patrick played for just one team, the New York Rangers. In 455 career games, Patrick produced 145 goals, 190 assists for 335 points with 240 penalty minutes. In 44 playoff games, he scored 10 goals, totaled 16 points with 22 penalty minutes. And during his career, he was named a one-time first All-Star team selection, a one-time second All-Star team selection, and a one-time Stanley Cup champion in the year 1940. He was posthumously awarded the Lester Patrick Trophy in 1989. After his playing career ended, Lynn Patrick spent a number of years as an NHL coach for the Rangers, Bruins, and St. Louis Blues. He made it as far as the Stanley Cup Finals with both the Rangers and Bruins, but lost both times. Why you should care about Lynn Patrick? Lynn Patrick was born into hockey royalty in Victoria, British Columbia, as the son of Lester Patrick and the nephew of Frank Patrick. So from the very beginning, he carried one of the most recognizable last names in the sport. He grew up around the game while his father and uncle were shaping hockey on the West Coast, but his path as a player was not automatic. He also played other sports and had to work his way back into serious hockey after the Patrick Arena in Victoria burned down in 1929. And for anyone that wasn't around probably a year or so ago when we did Lester and Frank Patrick, those are worth going back and checking out or doing your own research because, I mean, and I'm going to butcher this, but just going off the top of my head, basically the two brothers formed hockey largely to what it is today, like stuff like the blue line and passing, important stuff like that.
basics.
They were the contributors to the game in those regards. Before he became a Ranger, he played with the Montreal Royals in 1933-34, which helped restart his hockey career after time at McGill and also after competing in basketball and football. The Rangers signed Lynn Patrick in November 1934 while his father Lester was running the club. And later, Lester reportedly worried that people would accuse him of nepotism if Lynn did not prove he belonged. Lynn made his NHL debut at the Rangers on November 10, 1934 against the St. Louis Eagles, beginning what became a 10-season NHL playing career, all with the Rangers. His rookie year was not a smooth ride. He scored 9 goals and 22 points in 48 games, but the criticism around his last name followed him because people saw him as Lester's son first. After that first year, he settled in as a useful steady Ranger forward, putting up 25 points in 1935-36 and becoming more than just a famous name on the roster. If I was like Mario Lemieux and I had a son, I think I would want him to play tennis or golf or something like that.
Yeah, not hockey.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
You'd have to be so much better than your dad. So much better. Not a little better. So much better.
I think both Michael Jordan's sons played basketball in college, and that would be impossible to live up to. Well,
Yeah, I would have ping pong or billiards or something.
anything but that sport. In 1936-37, he remained a regular contributor and also got his first real playoff experience, which mattered because the Rangers of that era were usually in the mix. In 1937-38, he took another step offensively of 15 goals, 34 points, showing he could be a legitimate NHL scorer rather than just a supportive piece. His brother, Muzz Patrick.
Another one.
Okay, what name would you rather have, Lynn or Muzz?
Muzz. Definitely Muzz.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. I kind of like
Yeah.
it.
Muzz is workable.
Muzz.
Yeah.
What's your name? Muzz.
Muzz.
Yeah,
Not it's you know what? It's more not so much it's a girl's name. It's more that it's such a soft name.
Sure.
Right. Like it's more that to me. Yeah.
Well, Brother Muzz joined the Rangers in 1938, which gave New York a rare father and sons hockey storyline, with Lester running the club and Lynn and Muzz playing for it. In 1938-39, Lynn missed some time, but still produced 29 points in 35 games. In 1939-40, became the defining team moment of his playing career because he was part of the Rangers club that, of course, won the Stanley Cup. That 1940 Cup win is also a huge Patrick family moment. Lester was the Rangers general manager, and both Lynn and Muzz had their names put on the cup as players. There's a great family history angle here with Lynn and Muzz supposedly scratched in their names onto the Stanley Cup as kids after Lester's 1928 championship, and then earned their way onto it properly 12 years later with the 1940 Rangers.
Well, that happened just recently, didn't it? With Carolina.
Did
A
it?
lot of names on that cup that.
Yeah, the family. Yeah, Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I just being the very first names too. It just, anyways, that's another topic.
Yeah. Lynn was not the biggest star of the 1940 Rangers team, but he played a real role, putting up 28 regular season points and adding 4 points in the playoffs. After the Cup season, he entered the best stretch of his career and became one of the Rangers' top offensive threats. In 1940-41, he had 20 goals for the first time and finished with 44 points in 48 games, which tied him near the top of the Rangers' scoring picture. His best goal-scoring season came in 41-42 when he scored 32 goals in 47 games and led the entire NHL in goals. That 1941-42 season was his clearest sort of this guy was a star season because he was not just good for the Rangers, he was one of the most dangerous goal scorers in the league. He was named an NHL first All-Star team selection that season, which of course is a major individual validation for a player who had started his career fighting that nepotism label. In 1942-43, he had the best point total of his career with 22 goals, 39 assists for 61 points in 50 games. And, also showed he's not just a finisher, he could create offense for others when his 39 assists were the highest total of his NHL career. World War II then interrupted his playing prime, and he left the NHL for 2 seasons to serve in the United States military. When he returned to the Rangers in 1945-46, he was not the same skater he had been before the war, and he even shifted back to defense late in his playing career to extend his usefulness. He finished his NHL playing days with 145 goals, 190 assists, and 335 points in 455 games, plus a Stanley Cup, a league goal-scoring title, and all-star recognition, a career that stood on its own, even inside hockey's most famous family. Yeah.
Yeah. Pedigree. It's in the DNA. It's in the genetics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's blue blood.
I would love people to chime in, too, because as far as like you read that and it's not nearly as impressive as some other players. I think the most interesting part of Lynn Patrick is, well, 2 things. Well, first, the family he comes from, and then, of course, the doing the honorable thing and serving in World War II. But, 1-time All-Star, 1 scoring title, and a Stanley Cup, does that usually equal a Hall of Fame?
You just feel like if he was born under another name that it might not have happened for him as far as Hall of Fame.
Yeah, great question. Right? Yeah. You never know. Okay, looking at the Lynn Patrick hobby market, his rookie card is in the 1935 O-Pee-Chee set, card number 79. PSA 4 is a high-selling copy, sold for $435 US in December of 2023. Then I picked 3 additional playing days cards. There's not many, just about like 3 or 4. The next one is a 1936 O-Pee-Chee Series D, card number 128. PSA 8, we're showing on YouTube, the highest public selling copy, sold for $840 US back in March 2025. Next is a 1937 Worldwide Gum V356, card number 57. PSA 6 high sellers sold for $611 US in October 2022. And then the last card, I guess, sort of card, postcard, I don't know what these are. 1940 O-Pee-Chee V301-2. They're not, I think they're a lot bigger than the traditional card size. The high selling copies of raw copies sold for $153 US in August of 2024. And that, boys, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Lynn Patrick.
Good
He
job,
does have a
Josh.
good scowl. Like every single picture, he's got like that.
Yeah.
I'm a tough
you don't-
guy. I'm
you
gonna
don't think-
score some goals.
You don't think I'm better than my dad? I can see it. You're not saying it, but I
Yeah,
see you
Shane.
thinking it.
Better than my dad, Shay. Well, we're going to kind of close out with a couple things. I was showing our pickups and our conversation with Brad Hartlin that we had last week in the East Coast of Canada during our stay at Pictou Lodge, which was amazing. Again, go check it out. Reserve a room while they last, I guess. And we did have the opportunity to sit down with Card Daddy Brad, as Phil calls him. I'm not sure any of us want to know why, but most of us know him as Brad Hartlin, El Capitan of PSA Canada. Talked to him about the Halifax Expo, his lodge, and of course, some PSA related grading conversation. So we hope you enjoy our time with Brad Hartlin.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
I'm good. What room are we in right now?
We're in the main lodge building, and we were in the what we call the rotunda.
The view right now of the Atlantic Ocean is incredible. How do you not sit here every morning with a cup of coffee?
You know what? I sure would love to. Work gets in the way at times, but I could
Okay.
I could definitely spend the entire summer sitting here.
So we are at the beautiful Pictou Lodge in Pictou, Nova Scotia, right? Is that the correct way to say it?
Close.
Oh.
Pictou.
Pictou.
It's not Pinto?
It's
Not the Shane Pinto
it's
Lodge.
not
Phil.
Shane.
Just just clarification.
Yeah. So Pictou. It's funny when you say something many times, it
Yeah.
always seems to change. Pictou is what we say.
Pictou.
Pictou.
Got you.
I'm not even sure if I have that exactly right. But I think we
Now he's second guessing.
I am. I totally am.
Can we
Anyway,
cut? Can we cut?
Yeah.
here? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Pictou.
It's Halifax Sport Card Expo week, and Brad graciously invited us here to kick off the week and enjoy some time at your beautiful lodge, get to see the area a little bit, which we'll talk more about, and really start we think is going to be an amazing week off on probably the best foot possible. So I want to, since we're here and we're talking about it, you have a long personal history with this place, correct?
Yes. Yeah. We purchased our family's cottages about 15 years ago now. So we've made this kind of our summer home, which has been great. We've enjoyed it. And the previous owner was a good friend of mine. And we acquired it, myself and my brother, February of last year.
Okay. What's it like being a lodge owner? I'm sure there's a large learning curve to that.
Absolutely. Like we always refer to Matt Damon a little bit, like when they bought a zoo, we bought a lodge. So we kind of looked at each other. We were trying to figure out, is this a good idea? We knew it was a good idea. We knew it was an exciting idea, but at the same time with knowing that we were going to be opening a receiving center in Mississauga, I was going to be spending so much time there.
Yeah.
But it was either we had to make the purchase at that time or we were never going to do it. So we did it. And fortunately for us, we have a staff of 25 people, and from our maintenance lead to our operations lead to our housekeeping lead to our lodge to our tapos to our food truck. Like we have good people from Pictou that really carry the load. So yeah, we have to oversee it. And Sherry's job this year, she's been pretty much full time up here.
Yeah.
Fortunately for her, she has staff at AMG that can carry that business, and then I get to do my job, and I get to come here and relax when I am here.
It's right on the ocean, so literally we can walk 100 feet, and you're on the beach. And there's a huge beachfront here. The views are incredible, and what a very calming place that this must be.
It is, and that's one of the things I mentioned to you guys when you're coming in. Yeah, we're rustic. You know, it's the 100th anniversary of the Pictou Lodge. So when you come here, one of the things we want to emphasize is put your cell phone down, just relax, get away from the hustle and bustle of the real world, and enjoy what nature has to offer. So that's something that we really, really wanted to, I guess, preach to people. So come here and relax and enjoy the amenities, and let nature do its speaking. We got, Phil last night, first time seeing the ocean, and then the stars were shining last night. We had the windmills in the background and fire on the beach.
It's amazing.
It was awesome.
I'd also like to add that when all of that was done and we all went back to our little cubbies, our little apartments, there was excellent Wi-Fi. So I watched my Netflix by the ocean. It was great. Yeah.
You know what? That's something. So we did invest in it's called O-Pee-Chee network, which is a local high-speed internet. So it was a significant investment. We did want that. At the end of the day, you do want to be disconnected when you can be, but when you have spotty internet service wherever you're at and you can't connect to your loved ones abroad, wherever it's at, or you can't buy cards on eBay.
I was just going to say, Brad, let's be honest. You there's eBay auctions, and you can't be here and miss out on those. So
completely. So yeah, that's it. If you're watching your Slab Sharks auctions going, you're in. So
there's also a rich sports history tied into the lodge. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of different things have happened, as you can imagine, over 100 years. My favorite thing is Babe Ruth stayed here 3 or 4 times. Did a lot of fishing in the area. He was notorious to come to Nova Scotia and different parts of Nova Scotia, and to do some hunting as well back then. So so Babe Ruth, 3 or 4 times. I'm working on documenting the exact dates and times, and we're going to try to do one of our rooms that we have really focus in on that sports side of it with Babe Ruth. That's something that I want to do when we do have the time in the future. That's for sure. And then I mean, Canada's most famous TV announcer, Ken Reid, had his wedding here.
Wow.
Yeah, married right in this main lodge building, which was awesome. So we added that little bit of history as well.
Were you here for that?
I was not here for that.
Okay.
No, Kenny, we have been lifelong friends.
Not that good of friends.
Yeah,
Oh, bad.
yeah.
What's going on now? Full circle.
Now you down.
You know what? I'm going to have to bring this up. And see
I think you're going to have to mention
I think it was
that to him.
immediate family only. That's what I'm going to go with,
okay,
right?
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those reads, I tell you.
Well, I want to start talking about this show, though, but if anyone's interested in coming to stay here, what's the best way to contact you about that?
Yeah, go to pictolodge.ca, the website. Take
Okay.
a look at the bookings there. You can reach out to our team. We have a full-time front desk staff that will get back to you within 24 hours. And we're pretty much July, August, fully booked. That's our peak season. Our shoulder season is June and September, which we're at. I think now in September, we're about 40 to 50% booked, which is fantastic. And then we do have 10 chalets, which are year-round, that people can come rent as well. And last year, it was good. This year, we're going to put a little bit of a drive onto that to see if we can get even more people in year round to enjoy the property.
Hot tub. You should get a hot tub for it year round.
Yeah, honestly, we thought about that, but the one thing with hot tubs, I don't know, do you have a hot tub at home?
No.
I do.
They're a lot of work.
They're
a lot of work, and if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just your family, and then if you have people checking in, checking out, checking in, checking out, the usage of the hot tub.
You have to use a lot of chemicals then, don't you?
Completely. And if all of a sudden, you're expecting to have it work and it's broke down, you can't get apart, you can't.
All right, no
Also,
hot tub. No hot tub.
Exactly.
Swimming
So,
pool's
I mean,
good.
we have a beautiful heated pool that runs from June 1st to September 30th. But in the off season, bring your snowshoes, get ready to rock and roll on the ice and do some
Build a big
skating.
sauna. That sounds like more reliable.
100%. That is on our list.
Nice.
That's something personally that I like to have, sauna and cold plunge. I did my first cold plunge when I was at the draft in Buffalo last week, staying with my friend Adam Martin at his guest house, and he has an indoor pool, a beautiful sauna, and a cold plunge inside. And so they call it a schwitz. Don't know where the name comes from. I hope it's not offensive when they
gross.
say that. But you do the 3. So we did sauna, cold plunge, pool, sauna, cold plunge, pool at about midnight one night. It was quite the routine.
Wow.
So, yeah.
We're here, of course, for the Halifax Sport Card Expo, which for Nova Scotia, is this the first major card show? Is that a good way to put it that's been thrown in the province?
Yeah, definitely of this size and magnitude for sure. I will say AMG runs a monthly show with about 190 tables.
Okay.
That's a good show. That's every month. And back in the day, I Bill Fougier and John Moore, they were the 2 promoters. Both of them will be set up at this expo, but they did a lot of shows in the 90s. They had a few big ones in the hotels, but not to this. in my vision of the shows back then,
Yeah.
at the Lord Nelson, these different ones where they brought in autographs. As a younger kid, these were big shows. But I think they were more in line like the 50, 60 tables with dealers, etc. So yeah, by far, this is the biggest sports card event to ever come to Atlantic Canada.
Wow.
So I kind of put it into that phrase with Newfoundland, PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. There's nothing been of this size.
Would you have thought this was possible 5 years ago, or has the hobby just grown to the point where now that because we've seen our friends Carter and Justin in Saskatoon and other areas in the U.S. and other areas around Canada where a kind of a large show and experience seem to be more viable now.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, the money that changes hands back and forth from the general public that comes in, but also from dealer to dealer. Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, it was always on my list. I have certain goals and achievements in this hobby that I want to do, and this is home. And bringing the expo here was definitely one of them. Bringing PSA officially to Halifax, and that's the first place in Canada, the first place globally we ever opened a submission center within a store, and we did that here. So yeah, it kind of, again, you look at the big picture of what impact you can have on the hobby, and you try to grow it as much as you can. I never thought we'd get to where we're at today, never. And I think if anyone said that they did think that, I think there's a little BS along the way potentially on that, but it's amazing to see. So
How long ago was it in the works? Like you talking about this show and getting it ready and all that stuff. Like,
yeah,
has it been getting planned for a while, or it was just kind of like, dude, let's just do this because these things are going crazy?
Yeah,
right now.
I'm going to say it's been a while. When Menzie took over the show, and I got to know Steve over time, and then we became good friends, and we've interacted even more and more now that we used to have just AMG set up. Then I set up as PSA Canada before I was under the collectors team. And now we set up as PSA at all the expos from coast to coast. So Steve wanted to bring his show coast to coast. My goal with PSA was to bring PSA coast to coast. So we now have authorized dealers in every province plus a territory, which is great.
Yeah.
We have Yannick, who's in the Northwest Territories, which is awesome. But bringing the expo coast to coast is a big thing. You have that brand power behind it. I think if someone tried to do a show on their own, it would be hard to persuade some of these larger dealers and partners that you guys have to come set up in Halifax, especially in the middle of summer. This is one of the things people say, like, wow, you can't do a show in the middle of summer. I'm like, why not? It's beautiful. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect timing. We're very grateful you decided to do it this
Right? So you want that, and you kind of move forward with doing it so it fits. The other thing I was nervous about is with people traveling from across the country and from the U.S. and if you do it in the winter months, you always have lots
Big
of
storm.
factors,
Flight
flight delays and everything
yeah.
that comes into play. So I think a summertime show just fits for us. It's before Fanatics Fest, before the National. I'd like to see this. I hope it's a success for the Steve and the Expo team. Actually, I know it's going to be a success. So our role in it, and my role, is simply to help bring awareness with the local people in Halifax to make sure they're aware of what we're doing.
You're the ambassador. Is that a good way to put it?
You know what? Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. I am the ambassador of the show.
Yeah.
So we have a great support team in place, and we're really looking forward to it. So.
What are you expecting as far as like I know that you sold out all the dealer tables, which is great, but like what kind of cards will it be? Predominantly hockey, I assume? Will it be a good mix of TCG, other sports? Like what do people collect here?
Yeah, so honestly, TCG, it's massive, as it is across North America, across the world today. So I think you'll see definitely a lot of TCG, but we have a lot of good vintage dealers. We have a lot of good vintage hockey dealers. We have Lynn Patrick, who ran PSA Canada for 20 years. He's arguably the largest vintage hockey card dealer, especially when it comes to raw cards. So he'll be set up here with his full display, which is going to be awesome. We have a lot of other dealers that have vintage stuff. And the good thing is, too, we have a lot of guys that go to the Toronto Expo and set up, but they're not able to bring their full inventory.
Yeah.
So I kind of preach to the guys saying, guys, like, this is the time to dig deep into the closet. Yes, exactly.
Open the vault. Let's go.
Open the vault. Bring your discount boxes. Bring the stuff that you'd say, it's not really worth it if I ship it to Toronto if it doesn't sell. bring that stuff, because we're going to rely on you guys to have that, because our dealers that are flying in from across the country and from I think we have 2 dealers from the US. They can only bring so much stuff.
Yeah.
So we need to have, you got to check every lane. We need the discount boxes. We need value. We need high-end cards. We need vintage. We need TCG. So I think this show will be very diverse, and it should, in my opinion, everything will be covered there.
Hopefully there's some mold farts out in rural areas that got a table or two, and they're like, well, I guess nobody wants my Terry Sawchucks, but I'll put them out.
Haven't been
anyways.
into town in 6 years.
Yeah. See what happens. Hopefully some of those guys got some tables.
Absolutely. They do. And honestly, there'll be fines. There's no doubt in my mind there'll be fines. Who knows? You might find some 2012 select gold cards. Anyways.
That has been found.
I know.
So there's no issue.
Well, there are no 2012 slug golds.
Oh,
There are
13.
there are 2013 slug golds.
2013, sorry.
There you go.
No one really collects
Yeah,
them.
Brad's been drooling over those ever since he saw him last night.
I
so.
know. I've been thinking about it.
They hit you, man.
I know. And that
Really do.
PSA, in that PSA slab as well, that Phil so loves. so
Brad has
much, right?
1 card I want. He has 7 I want. So how are we going to do this? It's not
I
gonna
love
make
it.
sense.
There you go. Just anecdotally from like our network and people we know, it seems like there's been a lot of support, especially within Canada. Tons of people are coming, like people that you would typically see in Toronto at the shows. And so that must make you feel good that not only is, Menzie taking a risk with the Sport Card Expo brand, but the hobby itself seems to be really behind making this show the best it can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that we sold, tables are sold out. So that was one of the big check marks. You wanted to make sure that you had a full.
It's a good start.
Yeah, a good start. How many people are going through the doors? You never know. There's a massive country concert in Cavendish this weekend, which is one of the biggest in Atlantic Canada. But you're always going to have something going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is. What will success look like? I think I've already achieved success is by getting people to commit to come here. And one thing that I know will happen is that people that come to Halifax, they're going to be here for the weekend. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure we showcase the city, showcase the cards, showcase the expo, but everything else that comes along with it. So we're doing our part to ensure that we connect the out-of-town dealers to our event that we're having Saturday night. We have an exclusive networking event where we want anyone that comes to be part of our group and get to know everybody. And so yeah, I'm going to say it's already a success now, getting people to commit to come here. Now we're going to make sure everyone has a blast.
Is that Saturday? Is that's what we're doing Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night.
Invite only, right?
It is. We have there's so many there's so many spots, so we want to make sure they're going out to dealers first, which I'll be handing out individual tickets. Ticket is a must to get in. Once we do that, we're going to extend to people locally that are either good friends, customers of PSA, customers of AMG, people that we know. Yeah, we'll make sure that we do extend whatever's left. But we have 250 spots. It's in the old Keith's Brewery, a location where I bought my first bar 20 years ago. Nice. It's historic. Everyone that knows Nova Scotia that likes beer, Keith's is just the epitome of
it's across
Nova
coast to
Scotia
coast.
brown.
Everybody knows
Coast to
it, yeah.
coast. So yeah, so it's going to be right there. We got tons of awesome prizes that we're giving away that we have not announced. We're not announcing. We have special guests. We have 2 or 3 confirmed now. There could be some more.
Hockey players?
We have entertainment and potentially some hockey players.
There's a rumor Sean Couturier is there.
No.
That's not real, eh?
Those to
That
drive
was
Neil
a
crazy.
joke, Phil.
Oh, I
and you
don't
like
know.
ran with it.
Are we still going to do the win a date with Phil drawing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't get a
Yeah.
ticket, but I'm one of the prizes. How does
Yeah.
that make sense?
So what? So the Sean Couturier, is that it's an inside joke? Is
I don't. Apparently, I don't even
No,
know.
our good friend Neil, Irish Fires collector, he's a Couturier like mega collector, has thousands
his
and
guy.
thousands
It's
of
his guy.
cards.
That's
It's
his
his
Alfredson,
guy.
his Brady.
And so Dave put in the Gongshow group chat that Couturier was coming, and Phil was confused. He thought like he couldn't.
Why? I mean, that's
Because
not.
I was razzing
Is he
Neil
from
saying,
here?
"Oh, you're gonna miss
But
out."
I'm going through. Like I'm just going quick. Like I'm picking. I'm
Yes,
like, ooh,
he's
Couturier is coming.
He's
Like why?
from the area, right? Isn't he from?
No, he played the connect. Well, the connection
Okay,
now
what's the
is-
connection?
So this is a new connection anyway. So Sean Couturier's father is Sylvain Couturier, who's been a longtime general manager in the Quebec League. So now he's actually the general manager who drafted my nephew, and he's the general manager
Oh.
of the Cape
So
Breton
there is
Eagles.
a connection. Yeah.
So there is
okay.
that's why I was like, well, maybe he is, because
well, Jacob plays for the Eagles, right?
plays for the Eagles, and his dad is the GM who lives in Cape Breton, spends the majority of his time in Cape Breton year round. So I was like, maybe Sean Couturier is going to come.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
You know what? If anyone is listening, if Sylvain or Sean, you will get a pass.
Ah,
you are more
there
than
you go.
welcome to come. So
There you go.
So are you gonna be shopping this weekend personally?
yeah, definitely.
What do you got your eye on? Or what do you hope to see?
We talk about this a lot. Like, it's my eyes on what I see, and I know that sounds. Who knows what you're going to see? There's different things that come. Like, I would never have thought last night. I seen a few cards that we already discussed. I won't mention anymore. That Phil had, and I was like, never even seen this card before.
Yeah.
Love this. So keep my eyes peeled. There's one or two cards that I really want to get. I like to get it's like a downtown Kawhi Leonard in the Raptors in 2019. It's just a really cool card. So now that
He's back, now you're back on the
now that
Kawhi
he's back,
bandwagon?
I'm all in.
Okay.
So
He's
I
on
need
the Raptors.
Yeah, you were
Kawhi's
signed
back.
with
No
the-
kidding.
Yeah.
Good for them. Nice.
So he's back. So I get that. I'd like to get a 1950 Bowman Jackie Robinson. That's a card. I think that I sold his rookie to Corey, actually, that really wanted it. And I don't like the look of his rookie card. I know some people will say, but the 1950 Bowman is just, it's him in an action shot, full body, where the
Yeah.
48 is just kind of,
It's a portrait, right?
it's a portrait. It's yellow. I don't know. I don't like it. I know the purist, someone will probably yell at me for saying that, but I don't like it. So
But getting back though to the card that you saw last night, the 2013 Select Hockey, to me, like when you think about how do we stay engaged in hockey cards for 5, 10, 30, 40 years, it's one of the best things about the whole hobby, in that you can literally spend all day thinking about this and tomorrow see something you've never seen
Yeah.
before, because it's so deep and so complex that's what involving your collecting taste and finding new things is, because things get boring.
no, you know what? Absolutely. It's true. And you can see, like when I showed some stuff last night, showed my rookie cards from 51 to 89.
Yeah.
And I'm getting this way. Like, that was my holy grail, that I built this collection and I wanted them all, and I upgraded when I could. And it was my favorite thing. But over the last 5 years, I've started to switch. And I thought about it when I was watching you guys look through. When you're looking through some of the modern cards that I had in the box, and you see like dual patch autos and this, and I started to go, you really start to see this shift, and this shift is real. And it's I don't want to use the term purist because I don't like that, but not that vintage is going anywhere, but those cards are readily available. Yes, maybe not in as high grade, etc. And I appreciate that still, but the new stuff, it's more exciting. And there's so many different variations.
Because you get all those different combinations. Like one of the cards that Dave, you really loved, you have a Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr dual patch auto with it was a Jagr with the Penguins part of the patch. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Lemieux had a little yellow on it. It's just such a nice.
That card is just stunning, and
It strikes you a certain way, right?
It strikes you. It just like hits you, and you just stop in your tracks.
I must own this.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. It does. And it stops you. It stops you
Yeah.
in your tracks. Did you notice last night there was a Chris Nyland and a Bill Ranford, Richard Brodeur,
The Nylon was crazy.
Alex Tanguay? Like, there's certain players that I love, but not that many other people care that much about. But when you look at it, it's just, you're flipping through and all of a sudden you're like, whoa. Like everyone pulled out the Richard Brodeur, like, wasn't because it was Richard Brodeur, but what a gorgeous card.
It's
right?
a perfect. That Richard Brodeur is a perfect hockey card.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what I
his
mean? Like,
perfect
this is
hockey.
it. So, like, yeah, you just keep on learning. And like you said, you think that you know a lot, and you think you've seen, and no, you're never going to see everything. And there's always going to be other things that are going to come that are just going to stop you in your tracks, and just, we take it in.
Well, and with modern hockey cards now, you get the variety of, it can happen with inserts, it can happen with patches, it can happen with patch autos. So there's so many different varieties of cards that when you see it, it's kind of like that showstopper where your eyes like take over and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this card? And now I have to have it.
Do you think
So-
that's why when we're at card shows, like I can scan a top pretty quick, and my eyes kind of like a computer. I'm sure everyone, like they pick up the cards you're looking for. So I very rarely miss a card.
It's very different too, because like you and Josh will see cards that I just glaze over because I don't even know what they are, right?
Yeah.
And so my eyes pick up on things that you guys don't catch, and vice versa. And so that's what's so cool about modern cards and vintage cards and all the different types is, depending on your preferences, you could just be blown away, and it doesn't have to be the same thing. So
No, absolutely.
I really think too, going forward, we're going to see a shift in the next 5 years where, like, if you think about the iconic cards in the hobby today, is that they're a little bit by happenstance, right? So Upper Deck creates a template where we're going to put a player, another player, and jerseys, and we're going to have them autograph it. And then you happen to get a card that has that right combination with the right fabric, and that becomes an iconic card. We're now, I think, more in Upper Deck is looking very intentional at cards and specific unique cards and trying to actually, I don't want to say manufacture because it sounds negative, but to actually
Engineer
iconic pieces and think creatively about a single card. Like, okay, Alexander Ovechkin's breaking the goals record. What's something epic and unique that will stand out from any other card that we could do to capture or commemorate that moment? We're seeing it with inscriptions right now, and I almost think that that's where we're gonna see more of the innovation in the hobby moving forward, is really the focus on iconic pieces. And it doesn't just have to be for Wayne Gretzky, right? And this is where I hope at least the trickle down happens. It's if you're an Alex Tanguay collector, what would be and he's going to sign 1,000 cards this week anyways. Well, let's carve out 10 of those for different sets and have the Upper Deck athlete relations team work with these players and to say, Alex, what's something unique we could do with a card that would be special to you and you think special to the hobby as a whole?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, hats off to the card companies. I know it's easy to criticize at times, but you have such a small little piece and you're trying to make them unique and change them year after year and be creative and come up with different ideas and
improve tech, how to apply it
completely.
And it might, just because it's new, might not because it's good.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I think I honestly think they do an absolutely incredible job. And I remember there was a point, I'm going to say 20 years ago, but when jersey and autograph cards really started to come into play. And I remember thinking this, going, I don't think I want to own a card, like a modern card, unless it has a piece of the jersey or the autograph. I don't think people are going to care. Everyone's going to want an auto now. Everyone's going to want the jersey. And I fell into that, and I went down that path in my collecting journey. And now I'm looking at it, and now I'm looking back to cards that were produced 10, 15, 20 years ago that like golds or silvers, and they're not autoed. And I'm just like, I love these cards. Why did I miss that boat? But
high quality inserts.
There was a time that it was like that, yeah. And if it wasn't numbered, if it didn't have a number on it, it wasn't serial numbered, it was never going to be worth anything. Like that was the mindset, and that was like the hobby just keeps changing and evolving, and there's these,
which keeps it interesting and
completely.
Keeps us, and like you said, like you have your iconic rookies binder, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And at some point you focus on that, and it's a very exciting project. And then almost it's human nature when we complete projects, then a lot of the energy just sort of goes away because the thrills in the hunt, the thrills in the chase. But who knows, you might now set that aside, get interested in other projects for a couple of years, and 5 years from now you might come back to that and say, I want to upgrade 5 of these cards, and then you can find that excitement again. Just like Phil's gonna collect a Elfie and
no, Phil's selling all his Elfie. Well, that's a different podcast.
We need a lot more time for that.
Yeah. We need a lot.
There's a lot of therapy that needs to happen.
But your collector journey is always going to be evolving and changing. Otherwise, to me, you're going to be you're going to be a hoarder. It's going to change. If you think that what you're collecting today is what you're going to be collecting in 10 years, and you love this hobby and you're in it, No chance.
Certain cards stay with you though, right?
Certain cards change, but you change lanes, you change players.
But the
you change
surface, what
ideas.
you're looking at, 80%, it's going to be different.
And a new player will come in or something might
Yeah.
happen. All of a sudden, a guy might move next to you in Canada. All of a sudden, a former player moves next
It's my
to you.
neighbor. Yeah.
And I think I'm going to start collecting,
Yeah.
Chris Draper's cards because he moved next door to me. Then you got a new challenge and you got a new, there's always reasons that happen, right? And
That's how I ended up collecting so many Brian Trottier cards all of a sudden because we met him in Saskatoon.
Good
He
point,
was
Dave,
like
yeah.
the greatest guy, and now all of us are like buying Brian, like we're competing against.
trying to
each
look
other.
like him, for God's sakes.
We're all buying Brian Trottier cards because he's such a great guy, and it happens. And that's the best part about the hobby is you don't have to get stuck in the same type of collecting. There's always these definite avenues, and like you were saying, I think I got really into like the patch autos, and that was kind of like all I care about. And these guys were so into inserts that it kind of like opened my mind up to, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I really like this type of insert set. And so now I'm like off onto these other sets that I collect that I never thought I would. So that's the best part about it.
But I think allowing yourself that, like not getting too stuck in your ways, because on the flip side, the last 2 big cards I bought have been patch autos, and I don't collect patch autos.
That's
and
peculiar.
I still tell myself I don't even really like them, but I love the cards that I bought too. So it's like, just go with it. Stop like shackling yourself to these ridiculous arbitrary rules that you kind of place on how you go about the hobby. It's just like trying to ride the wave a little bit there. So you were also at the draft a few weeks ago, and we're at kind of the draft festivities. And one of the things I'm curious about, speaking of like changes and the evolution of the hobby, it really seems like right now that the players are starting to not begrudgingly be involved, like because it's on your contract, but are more actively seeing opportunity, probably personal opportunity, professional opportunity, like we've seen athletes in other sports over the last few years to get involved in hockey. Did you definitely notice that too when you were there?
Yeah, 100%. You've seen, Upper Deck was everywhere, and the engagement from the athletes that they have, like you said, it's not just part of their contract. They're buying in. They're fans. They're collectors. They've been in this space now, and they're moving forward with it. It was great to see. And you can see, like, the genuine, I mentioned to you about...
I was going to ask you your new favorite, right?
Yeah, Joseph Wall. He started...
Oh, wow.
He started to... He was speaking... So Thursday night, we went to Dave and Adams at an event with the NHLPA, and they had all kinds of former players, current players there. All the Upper Deck execs were there. It was awesome. They gave away a ton of boxes to the fans. Like, every time I turned around, they were just passing out boxes. People were ripping them open. The players were ripping them open. But when I seen Joseph Wall, again, never met him before. My mom's a massive Leafs fan. Loved Joseph Wall. Was very upset when they traded him, but she was like, "Oh, he's going to Philadelphia," and I kind of like Philadelphia now because now that's where Sean Couturier is because that's the guy that drafted. Yeah. Everyone's connecting the dots. So now she's rooting for Joseph Wall, and I listened to him speak, and he talked about his genuine passion, like just like us sitting around this thing. Like, there's no BS. He's like, "I love to collect cards. Me and my brother, we trade, we swap, I buy cards," and he was chatting back and forth, and he said that they were opening up some boxes of cards, and he mentioned that he was, "I've opened up boxes of the Cup before," because Scotty Upshaw was there, and he opened up a box with Gretzky of the Cup, and Joseph was like, "Yeah, I've opened them before, but I've never opened one on my own." Like, I mean, that would be, when knowing that it's my cards, because that would be really exciting.
I'm sure people want to do it on camera with him, like a breaker or shop would invite him. To because it's a good way to promote.
Yeah. So I went over to Adam Martin, one of my closest friends in the hobby, who I have so much respect for and a friendship. And I said, "Adam, you got any boxes of the Cup here?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Like Dave and Adams?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, we were in their retail.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we were in their retail store, and I don't know how familiar. Well, I know you're familiar with Dave and Adams, but they have 3 massive different buildings. They have warehouses and they have retail stores, and they're they got stores everywhere and there's stuff everywhere. So I went over, and I was going to try to find a box of 2021 Cup.
No, you're getting
because
specific.
rookie year. Yes, and they didn't have that, but they had Bedard's rookie year. So I picked up a box of 23, 24, and after I talked to Joe for a sec, we were leaving, and I just said, "Here's just something for you. to go home and open it up, and hopefully you open it up with your brother, and hopefully you hit something big. And he was so appreciative and just thankful, and it was just, I felt good. I laughed, and
Yeah.
Good for you.
after
Brad.
the draft, and about a week later, I get just a text message, like a genuine text message from Joseph Wallet said, "Hey, thanks so much. It was great chatting with you."
What he hit?
Like he didn't
Sorry.
open it. He didn't
Oh,
open
okay,
it. up.
okay, yeah.
Anyways, he was like, that was just. Anyways, getting that text from him and seeing it, it was just like, yeah. Now I've got another hobby friend.
Yeah.
You know, with no ulterior motive, just it was genuine hobby friend. And
Awesome.
the more guys like that, players in the NHL, that we get into this hobby and space and live and breathe it like we do, that's what's going to grow the market. Like watching these guys do that stuff.
Yeah,
and-
just keep collecting cards and exactly what you said.
completely. And again, just another. These are just other guys. They can be sitting right in between us right now, and at the end of the day, we all do the same thing. And
But I think that what you've keyed into, and I struggle with this concept because I don't like to project how other people should think or feel, because we're all unique human beings. We can do whatever we want. But I also do believe that the cards are amazing. It's the inflection point that brings everyone into the hobby. But to get the most out of it and to stay, it's the people. And that's a big part of like what we try to do with our brand and our show, is to highlight the cards and the benefit of connection, and I think like all of us have talked about before, is that, you know, where it's predominantly men, but I'm sure this happens to females too, is that you collect cards when you're a kid, then you go to college and girls and you forget, but then you become an adult and you might get married, you might have kids, now you have real responsibilities. And not only do you lose maybe some of your hobbies, but, and you guys can correct me if I think, but you kind of lose yourself a little bit. It's like, well, my priority has to be to my family and my career. And, you know, I think what collecting and like with all of you guys has been able to do is help me find and see again the benefit of investing in friendships and investing in community, because it makes like trips like this amazing. Traveling to a show in Halifax to experience a new area, and very rewarding. And then it's like the combination of everything together is, I think, how you maximize.
That's the experience.
experience.
That's the card collecting experience,
Yeah.
I find.
Yeah, but again, and then I always, like I say, I cringe saying that because there might be people that like to be loners, and like I'm happy.
Oh, a great hobby to be a loner in too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So there's no.
I saw him.
it's our groundhog.
Yeah, I saw him.
Oh, you got a groundhog?
Oh yeah,
What's
he's
his
awesome.
name? Gary?
Sam.
Oh, Sam the Groundhog.
Yeah,
Do you feed him or?
he goes up and down the strip on the ocean. Sherry absolutely loves him. So I seen him go, and I was like, there
Big
goes
butt
Sam.
just
I
waddling
see Louis
along,
see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing well, obviously you work for PSA, and it's been an interesting few months at your company. You guys announced and basically took a preemptive move to cut off bulk and value submissions, because wasn't the backlog like 12 million? How did it go down? It's like you had a certain amount of cards, and then you said, okay, in the next like 6, 7, 8 days, we're going to stop taking submissions. And in those 6, 7, 8 days, you might have set a mail record at PSA, something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like globally, it was off the charts. I think we topped out at about 14 million cards.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a big number. It's a huge number.
What's it
And,
down? Like 7?
It went. So we have a tracker now
Okay.
online. That's an actual active tracker. It doesn't go card by card. We update it every 2 weeks. So the last update, it went from 14 to 12. The next update will be coming out in 2 weeks. If you do the math based upon what we're pumping out, 2.5 million cards in June, which we completed, I can see in 2 weeks it should be 11, should be 10. Like you should start to see.
Not to be petty
Yeah.
on semantics, but is that a tracker or is that you'll wait till we tell you how many we have left.
No, it's a tracker.
Oh,
It's a,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I order pizza from Domino's. It's tracking it. I see when it's in the oven
yeah.
and it's.
And you do, and you see that on.
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
On your order, if you submit, we actually, I call it the pizza tracker.
Oh,
You see it going down the line. It's like research, grading,
Oh, okay,
assembly, and it
okay.
goes down. That's your individual order. But obviously, the first thing I should say is what you just touched on is the friendship and the people that you build up in your working environment. Like my association in this hobby has been my entire life, and new people come and people go and people come back in. But I like to associate myself with people that are good people that have a true passion about it. And I don't
Yeah.
care if you're a collector that buys dollar cards and puts them in your binder, or you're a guy that buys 100, whatever. It makes zero difference to me. Like, we truly love this. And that's why I love associating myself with you guys. It's fun. It's just that cardboard community that we love.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. You asked me last night, Josh, about my position with PSA and why do you work with PSA? And it's the people. Like, I engage with my colleagues at PSA, and there's incredibly smart people. I'm learning things every day. I've never been in the corporate world before. I worked for myself my entire life. This is like my first job. Besides,
so crazy. I don't know how you're doing
at
this.
48 years old to take your first job besides working for your dad or for yourself. And
I suppose I should get a job.
yeah, yeah, it's time to get a
Like,
job.
does someone like, hey, Brad, can we talk in my office? And you're like, yes, sir. And
Yeah.
like, that has happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
absolutely.
great.
Well,
I
I
don't.
told him last night that there's like and it's not a bad thing, and we all, to a degree, getting humbled is
Yeah.
healthy for everyone, and there's a humbling aspect to that where you're not in total control anymore of your situation.
Yeah.
So when I think about your backlog, there's no company that has more Monday morning quarterbacks than PSA, right? We've got a whole hobby of people, and we're guilty of it too.
What they need to do
Yeah,
is
we love to
Yeah.
sit there and so I picture you guys being faced with this huge amount of submissions, and you had to be like sent, and like I would have loved to have been able just to be a fly on the wall in the conference room or boardroom when you were throwing out ideas. Like, what do we do? You must have had 50 like crazy off the wall, because these are not simple problems.
Yeah.
There's and there's always like the law of unintended consequences. There's the push-pull nature to it, because we just talked about it. Okay, we need to shut down submissions. Well, we want to give people a little bit of notice, so we'll give them a few days. And the unintended consequence was you got 2 million cards or whatever in 3 days or something like that. And so you have to like think through, it's at a huge scale, all of these issues. But I imagine that there was those are pretty interesting conversations to try to figure out where there's no perfect answer.
No, it is. And that's one of the things that I look at being in this situation where I'm at. And yes, I'm very fortunate to have a seat at the table and have the ear of people that make the final decisions, and I give them my input. I know my strengths. I'm the guy that's the face of PSA Canada. I'm in the hobby. Am I the guy that has a 20-year corporate history and can write a report? No, I'm not that guy. But this is when you ask about it, it's like, people ask me, when are you going to open back up? When are you going to do this? When are you going to? I 100% know that we have teams. We have over 4,500 employees now that work for collectors. Wow. Like, that number was 3,000 2 years ago. Like, we're at just over 4,500. Yesterday on one of our all hands, he said, yeah, we're over 4,500 employees. And I was like, wow, that happened quicker than thought. So I know with certainty that we have very talented, smart people that are figuring all this out, and they have my full support. They say, how do you think I can fire ideas and say this and that, and they'll listen, and they aggregate all this information, and then they're going to make decisions based on this and data and trends and everything you see. But it's hard because it's not just you see steady growth and you keep scaling. We've seen rapid growth, then we've seen a decline. When we first opened our grading facility in Japan, the units it was tens of thousands of units DAU per day coming in, tens of thousands. I won't get into exact numbers, but it was, and then all of a sudden the Pokemon in 2022 or 2023, there was a decline in Japan. Like, it dropped by like 70%.
Oh,
so you scale, you see, and then all of a sudden there's this.
Well, you have to think of like a business owner. So you own a business, and do I build a giant $100 million facility, and then what happens if demand goes down 70%? That could be a big problem.
Yeah,
and so you have to, you can't always assume growth isn't a straight line.
Right.
It doesn't always just keep going up.
So we have these 5-10 year forecasts. Again, incredibly smart people that I have all the confidence in the world are looking at this. We have grading facilities now in Santa Ana. We've doubled the size. New Jersey, we have 2 shifts running. We grade in Florida. We grade in Texas. Japan is now, we just signed a deal to double the footprint in Japan. So like you're taking your full operation. We signed the second floor, took over the second floor. That's going to be running in 2027. Matthias, a good friend of mine, that's the GM of PSA Germany. So our German facility is starting to grade cards now. They're going to get up to, a lot of units per day, and they're going to help alleviate some of the stress because in the EU currently, those cards are coming to the US to be graded.
Is there Greece PSA?
Not yet.
There
but
could be.
There could be. Absolutely.
Kalimera.
Yeah. So we're opening up a receiving center in the UK. We signed a deal in our last year, I guess it was around February 2025, to open up a receiving center in Mississauga. At the time, we thought, hey, this is what we're going to be receiving. We did the deal. We have 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. We're already greenlit. We're tripling the size, and our office will be 3 times the size in June. So we went into that. We based it upon numbers. We looked at everything that we possibly could forecast out. We're like, yeah, this is good. So we open up in October, like, yep, we need more space.
Yeah, this is
So we're constantly faced with space constraint. And then to go along with space constraint, you need people. And you need to be hiring people.
You need good people, and you need to train them. And
completely.
That's a huge investment.
And that's it.
And money.
And that's when I see some of the criticism. Yeah, we're always going to have criticism when you are a large company and you are in this space that we're in. You're going to get that. But when I see how could they not know, or how could there's things that we didn't know because no one would have known. It was not from lack of effort or lack of anything. We are increasing capacity as fast as humanly possible across the globe to get to that point where we'd love to have $20 a card grading. We'd love to be able to get your cards back in 60 days. That's we talk about that every time we're on a call. Every time we have a meeting, it's like, we got to get there. How are we going to get there? Let's keep scaling. Let's keep growing. And it has been, when I see someone criticize from lack of effort that's when I get a little frustrated at times, because it's not from that. And I can attest by that, because I see the amount of time that is put into this and the sleepless nights. And, our president, Ryan Hogue, I mean, he has a lot of weight on his shoulders. That's not an easy position to be in, right? Because you get the naysayers, that you're doing good, there's moving parts everywhere. You have to answer to a board. We are a business. We have to be profitable. Like, there's a lot of pressure. And then all of a sudden you just go home to relax, because he's a true card collector. He loves cards. And you go on YouTube and it's like, and this happens to me. It's like, oh, sometimes it's just put the phone down.
Yeah.
But you don't really need to see
that
one.
It's that it's the loudest voices thing, right? And we're so susceptible to losing sight on that, is that the naysayers are not, you're getting, the number one point of feedback in any business is, you always say, consumers vote with their wallet, right? So if 2 million cards show up on your doorstep, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Right. That's people, and whatever their emotional state is in the spectrum there, it's a very small minority of people that take I don't know about you guys, but there's companies I like, there's companies I don't like. I've never felt the urge to publicly comment on a company I don't like or a company I do like. Mm-hmm. It's just not something I feel is that I would do. Right. And so you look too, like when you look on like social media and you look on YouTube or other places, it also tends to be kind of the same group of people over and over again. But nobody likes criticism. It hurts. It stings. And so, but again, at the end of the day, no matter how some people feel and are emotional about it, when you're getting millions of cards a month sent to you, isn't that your answer?
Yeah.
Right there, of how the hobby feels about it overall. And
absolutely. And I think that's something too. Like, over the course of PSA, we have the team that founded PSA all the way through. We've built this thing up to be the brand that we are, the most trusted brand in the hobby. And yeah, we do make mistakes, but we fix them. And that's a big part of it. Mm-hmm. But back to my original conversation, I can say that I love I truly love through the good, the bad, the ugly. And there's some days, as you guys know, I think I've been at you a few times, Josh. You deal with things, but I love our team. They're passionate. They're true collectors, and I know we're going to get to the point where we're going to be in a really good position because we have incredibly smart people leading us, and it's a team effort. And I am very, very confident that if we look where PSA is at in the next couple of years, we're going to see some drastic improvements.
Is that going to be primarily Asia? That's my sense, that really the largest economic growth opportunity for the hobby is clearly Asia.
Yeah. To me, yes. So being part of the international team. So we have our US-based team, and then Ryan Miller, our VP of International, leads everything international. And he's done a really good job of bringing us all together. So like I'm the GM of Canada. Matthias is in Germany now. Hero is the GM
Little
of
heavyweight
Japan.
group there, and then
So we all work together. We have meetings that are sometimes at 5 a.m. or midnight because we're trying to keep everyone together in the time zones. It's not easy, but just before the shutdown, what we've seen out of the APAC region and from China with Tingjing, who's our market development in China, it was actually scary to see the volume of cards that we were getting. Like that market is ready.
wow.
to explode to a whole other level. And it's very exciting to see that. Like you can see days where it was like so many units per day, and then it just started to do like this rocket ship. And I was like, are these numbers real? Like I remember at our offsite we had in Santa Ana, I said, these are the numbers that are coming in now? And so when you really see, in my personal opinion, where those growth are definitely in the APAC region, that our team, and Hannah Chang, I think a lot of people might know her. She Collects is her Instagram handle. She's a big F1 and soccer collector. So she started at Collectors around close to the same time as I did. So she's now head of APAC, and again, a passionate collector. Great to follow her if you guys. She puts out some great content. And
so knowing what you know about Asia and the potential there, if Gary Bettman hired you as a consultant to the NHL, would you stress to him to do whatever you can to grow the game in that part of the world?
That's a good question. I don't know. I know I mean, hockey is definitely growing in China. A friend of mine.
Well, there's the KHL team there in Shanghai now, right?
Well, a friend of mine from Paul Stropel from Halifax, he went over to coach the Chinese women's national hockey team.
Wow.
Randomly, out of the blue. He's like, I'm moving to China to coach the Olympic team I was like, I didn't even know that they had hockey there.
Come again?
Yeah. No, I definitely do. I mean, obviously, when I say that in these markets, the growth is TCG heavy. It's predominantly TCG. But that's another whole market.
But when you're talking billions of people, the smallest percentages can have large impacts.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like, I think, where I see the opportunity for hockey. And I've talked about it a million times on our show, and it's an old playbook. It's David Stern's NBA playbook where, the idea of basketball in China was just as odd because they're not real tall people. Right. Mm-hmm. And so like you could kind of make those sort of similar, like, why would this be a fit? And you go back to after the Dream Team and by sending Kobe Bryant for 6 weeks to China and how other players, you have like all these athletes now, I think like Steph Curry and all that, they use Chinese shoe companies. And it's not Nike or New Balance or Reebok or Puma anymore. It's, there's a huge alignment because there's there's just so many more people.
I agree. I just think we still have to get a handle on what we have in North America first, and I do believe the NHL has done a great job. Obviously, I'd like to see them expand in more Canadian markets, but I get why they are expanding in these U.S. markets and bringing the team to Utah and seeing that owner's passion and everything we're doing. And I just want people to be more exposed to the game. And I think being in the Olympics, Dave, you could probably speak more about it. I'm sure that was a massive influence on the U.S. hockey market in general, watching the Olympics, Canada versus USA, and building these rivalries and exposing the game to someone else. There's so many people that haven't.
The four nations.
Yeah,
I had brothers who have never watched a hockey game in their life, and they were glued to the TV for the Four Nations tournament.
Yeah.
So
and go to a game, and I've been very fortunate to go to, Super Bowls, World Series, etc. And I love all sports in general, but hockey's obviously my passion. And you go to a game, go to a playoff game in Montreal.
Religious experience.
It changes your life.
You find God.
I just went to a regular season game in Montreal. It changed my life.
Crazy. Like there's nothing like it.
Just a regular season game. It was against the Ducks. You know, it was like nothing special. I was blown away. I was blown away at the line out the door. It was snowing.
Yeah.
And there was a line out the door of thousands of people waiting to get in 3 hours before the game started.
I love how you said it was snowing. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they're braving the elements.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We live in the elements in Minnesota and Canada, though. So it's not braving them; it's just life.
But like that game, like literally, I went, okay, Montreal's my second favorite team. Like, it literally, like a religion. The people there, the fans, just to watch the fans interact in the game I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Like a missed cross check by a player against the Habs. And if you're not paying attention, you'd be like, did someone just score? Yeah. It's like, no, the ref missed a call and the roof blows off the place and people go bananas, right?
When I went from the Forum to, Ottawa was like 5-6 years later, to an Ottawa Sens game, I was like, this is very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Montreal's its own thing.
It's totally its own thing.
It's true.
Do you think the league has to put a little focus into helping Canadian markets be more competitive for players? Because now there's some real big advantages for Louis brought up that by Brady Tkachuk going to Florida, he got $1.5 million raise a year, which is significant. I mean, that's a significant amount of money. And so we're in this, number one, this kind of like NBA style player empowerment era where players are starting to assert where they want to play and leveraging teams to do that. And then you have these specific markets that, it's the same, for us in Minnesota, everybody wants to play in sunny Florida because there's a very real appeal to that, and winters in Minnesota are tough.
Yep.
And it feels like that how important the NHL is to Canada, that there almost has to be some sort of like one of the, and this is more by basketball people that I've heard an idea I really like is we're all in like these salary cap eras, but for teams to have like homegrown talents, like a Brady Tkachuk who has only ever played for Ottawa, that Ottawa can offer him more money than any other team. And then there's like salary cap relief on that too, where it's like you can pay him $16 million or $18 million a year, whatever they want, but it'll only count $14 million against the salary cap as a way to protect those markets and keep players connected to those fan bases.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think those are definitely some great ideas, and there's great things that can happen. But at the end of the day, I think it's also it's a responsibility not just of the players, it's of the owners. I mean, if you're an owner of a professional sports franchise now, you have a lot of money.
So you're really a steward, right?
You're a steward, completely. Like, you make sure that you take care.
Yeah.
You give the best amenities. You make sure that you have the best activities off the ice for the players' families. Make the wives happy, make the kids happy, and you'll have
build a culture
of happiness, and you'll get that. And then I seen an article last night, and it hit home a little bit because we all know about Sid and I mean his loyalty to Pittsburgh, but it said more sports needs this, and it was just a caption. And watched Crosby walking out of the tunnel, and then it was Malkin right behind him, and then Letang right behind him.
Oh wow!
And it said sports needs more loyalty like this. And at the end of the day, it is a business, and these guys are putting their bodies on the line and their lives on the line when they play these sports, and there's so many things that go into it. But I do think it starts with the players having that passion and building some loyalty to teams. And if the leaders and the best of the best are doing it, that showcases to some of the younger guys coming in. Like
doesn't the league though have to make sure that if you're going to ask loyalty from players, that there's certain things they do to return
completely?
Yeah, because loyalty can't be a one-way street.
Absolutely, that's exactly 100% what I was trying to get across is like the ownership group has to provide all this extra. incentives to the players and make sure they do it, so they're not just treated as a player.
When one player, when their demands, it's like when one player says, "Okay, like Dylan Larkin, what's going on with him? I want to go to these 3 teams only." And then someone, Josh, you made a good point saying, well, sometimes general managers, not sometimes, a lot of times, screw over their players. This is my response to that. A general manager has an entire organization and the welfare of it to take care of. That player only has himself. So if that general manager doesn't get a good deal for that one player, or did get a good deal,
Sure.
that general manager is not being mean on purpose. He has a whole organization behind him. He has profit and loss. He has the cafeteria lady. He has everybody that Brad said they need to take care of in their thoughts. And then that one player is screwing over all those people. That's how I look at that when someone demands
that's a really
trade.
good point. And I think though, even like on the player side, Sidney Crosby is a great example, right? It's very commendable for him to only take $8.7 million a year. And that's a personal choice. I don't think that you can say that every athlete should, because who here or listening to their work is going to go into the office tomorrow and say, you know what, cut my pay 50%.
Yeah, get better pens for everybody.
I'd love to. I mean, let's be real people here. The other thing, though, when it comes to athlete pay that I think a lot of people don't understand is that I can imagine when Sidney Crosby signs that contract, you know who's the most pissed off about that? The NHLPA.
NHLPA, yeah.
They're like, what are you doing? Because they look at it as Sidney Crosby needs to make the most money ever because that helps to continue to raise the bar for players to come in the future, right?
Yeah.
So a player who plays 10 years from now will make more money and so they put immense pressure on athletes and agents to maximize every contract. So, and he's Sid is Sid, so I'm sure he
never got that call, but everyone else would.
I guarantee you they got the call. At least the agent did, and I guarantee you that the NHLPA is very unhappy about that. So it's not just pressure, or it's not just them wanting to make the most money. They get a ton of pressure to maximize these deals from, their agency, the Players Association, all those sort of things.
Yeah, no, it's very good points. I mean, back to that, I think there's a lot of smart people that are trying to figure out what's best for this, and I think we will get there. I mean.
Well, speaking of Sid, how do we get Crosby as a guest for year 2 of the Halifax Sport Card Expo?
Yeah, so my personal thoughts on this, and I've had a lot of great interactions.
And can he come to the Pictou Lodge, and can we be invited?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Sidney and his entire family have. They can come to the lodge. They can come to the Pictou Lodge anytime they would like.
Just not Unit 7.
Yeah, just not Unit 7 right now. That's Phil's.
And Sydney's.
Yeah,
not his family.
It's a strange one with Sid, and I'm just speaking my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
And he's been with Framesworth, with Brian, since he started in Rimouski. And they've built up that loyalty, and that's his exclusive signing agreement. Obviously, he signs with Upper Deck as well, but his exclusive is with Framesworth, and they've done a great job with that.
So you have to do a deal with like that Framesworth company in order to, so it's like 2-part deal. Right?
Yeah, so Brian that owns Framesworth, he's been a great friend of mine for 15, 20 years now, and he's been with the Crosbys since Rimouski. That was when he signed their first deal. I remember we did a deal, and we bought a couple hundred signed jerseys, Rimouski jerseys for this giveaway we were doing. It went through Brian. That's how the relationship started. And he's done a very, very good job. And it goes back to talk about loyalty. And with Sidney, like, he's loyal to people that are loyal to him. I mean, he proves it time and time again. I'm sure Upper Deck and Fanatics and all these companies are knocking on the door, and he could definitely, get more money by going somewhere else. But I don't see Sidney doing a public. This is just my personal thought. Doing a public paid signing.
Just because that would make him uncomfortable personally.
I think so. This is again.
If you think about the intensity of that, like put yourself, if you had to be Sidney Crosby on that day, and I'm sure the line would be hundreds and hundreds of people, and there'd all this be energy, and you're just constantly having these people come at you. That would take a lot of energy.
And he signs for free for fans. Like, that guy, he's the epitome of the absolute perfect athlete, and it's amazing that he's kept this year over year. I mean, how many years now? Going into his 20th year. It's just amazing to see what he does. He does more stuff. All him and Marchand as well. Like they do more stuff behind the doors. Like Sidney's a huge advocate for the local hospitals, the IWK, and every day he's doing something for someone else. And it's just, and he doesn't need the publicity. He doesn't want the publicity. He doesn't need to do these things. So my thought of him, if he bumps into a fan, he's going to sign an autograph for them. But to sit there and be a paid to charge for his autograph, I don't think that's really him. I don't think you'll ever see Sidney Crosby do a paid signing at a show. I just don't think that's his demeanor.
I got you. Yeah, that he doesn't want it to be transactional almost.
Yeah, completely. That's my thought. I could be completely wrong on it. I mean,
Would Detroit be Pittsburgh's biggest rival? Who would you say?
Philadelphia.
Philly and Pittsburgh. So would Sidney Crosby, when he retires, would he go coach Philadelphia, do you think?
This sounds like a loaded
Do you think?
question.
I'm just asking a random question.
No,
Do you
you're
think
not.
Crosby would go
You get the weirdest
coach
ideas at times.
So I-
Philadelphia Flyers? I don't think he would because he's loyal and he's a strong man.
0% chance.
Thank you, Brad.
My
I
favorite.
appreciate that honesty.
My favorite Sidney Crosby 2 lines ever were the interview, and I want to make sure I don't butcher this, but it was an interview when they were playing Philly in the playoffs, and he's like, they said, "Oh, you don't like Philadelphia?" He's like, "No," and the interviewer is like, "Well, who don't you like?" And he looks at him, he's like, "All of them."
I need to find that clip.
It's a great clip. It's like I know it might have been
Good.
a little different. It was the first time you seen that, and it was pure like, who? All of them.
Yeah.
Like
It's amazing.
hatred
I love
towards
him.
Philadelphia,
Oh.
right?
Okay, so I've 2 proud Canadians, 2 very, you guys know a ton about hockey. You're passionate about hockey, and I want to keep. I have a Crosby question. I think, and this is the frame of, we're looking at it through the lens of being iconic to hockey, right? It's not stats, it's not counting trophies, it's just their place, and so the hockey Mount Rushmore. Right? I think most people would say it would be Gretzky, Howe, Lemieux, and Orr. 2-part question: is Crosby the closest to unseating any of those, and do you ever see him getting into one of those? Because for him to go to one of those spots, one of those guys has to come off.
So he's one for me. On
Really?
the mountain, he's my number one.
Really?
Yeah, without a question, he is my number one. And I mean, we can
Wait,
dive into it.
Yeah, I want to dive a little
Yeah.
bit. I want to dive. Is it because of your pride for where you're from and the area, or is it more
No.
just on the merits of his career?
On the merits of his career and what he's done to change the game. Like there was Gary Roberts, there was guys before that were these pure athletes. Like he took it to another level, what it was like to be a professional hockey player. And that changed the whole generation of things. You know, hockey players notoriously in the 70s, smoking on the bench, all these true stories.
Oh, Mario in the 80s.
In the 80s, you know what I mean? And into the 90s. He just took the professionalism and the leadership on his shoulders and changed the game to get where we're at today.
The first year he couldn't take playoffs well. He worked all summer after his rookie year and he's one of the best face-off guys.
Face-off, yeah.
He was terrible first, and I hated that he got good for it. I didn't like Crosby at the beginning of his career, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's he's a champion.
We had the Crosby reputation.
Well, the sucky baby. It took 5 years to get rid of that, and it took guys like me 10. I had to really get over that, and then now all his actions speak for themselves, all of them
Completely.
He's not number one for me. They're all the same. I can't number those players. I can't. They're all so. I think they all have greatness in certain categories, and when you put them all together, they're all equally great.
And we can, and that's part of the fun of sports is arguing.
Yeah, it's a
about,
lame
is
answer, I'm
arguing
sorry.
about the numbers, but, but it does feel to me though that Crosby's legacy is set. Like he will be remembered very fondly 25, 50 years from now, where other players tend to get forgotten a little bit just because there can only be a few.
I think you're
players
bang on, Josh. He's right up there with all of them.
in the top spot.
And like from Memorial Cups to the World Juniors, to the Olympics, to the Stanley Cups, to the scoring titles, and he's changed his game over his career. Like now he's a different player than he was 10 years ago because he knew that he had to change his game and be better in certain areas to be the complete player.
His entire hockey career is full of wisdom. Every 2 years he changes, adapts. Yeah.
We talked about it. I was fortunate to spend that time with Jean Belleville, and I spent 2 days with them, and the epitome of just the perfect class act. That is Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby, if he rolled in here now and he walked in and be like, "Hey guys, nice to meet you."
I'd be like, "Excuse me, we're recording, Sid."
Yeah.
Can you wait?
Pure class on and off the ice. And I think that when I'm looking at my Mount Rushmore, I'm going to take in all factors.
Yeah.
And I think it's on ice, it's off ice, it's everything. What makes this guy the complete hockey player? Because being a professional hockey player, what you do off the ice, to me, matters as well as what you do on the ice. So that adds into my equation.
Look what he's doing now, where, you see a lot of these legends who have played, and their last few years, they really, you're like, well, let's just not remember the last few years of their career. And you're just waiting for that year where Crosby has a bad year or he has a major drop-off. And, what are we? Every single season he's ever played, he's had more points per game.
I feel like he'll stop a year or two before he would need to, that he is smart
enough. He'll surprise us. You mean we'll be like, oh?
No, I don't know if it'll even be necessarily a surprise, but he'll just know when it's time, and he doesn't want to be the shell of him. It's like you look at Michael Jordan as 50 pounds heavier in a Wizards uniform at the end, and a guy after 5 years, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because then you look at that player largely through the lens of when they were at their peak. But I guess I root for that. It's like I'd rather have him. It's why I wouldn't say I'm worried, but you get nervous about Ovechkin. Right? It's like nobody wants to see Ovechkin come back this year and score 11 goals and struggle and not be able to
read your card. Russian machine never breaks.
Yeah. But have a hard time moving up and down the ice and where it's just obvious that they're a liability at that point to the team. So
and you just see Crosby how, name another player who's lasted 20 plus years and is still making that kind of production. I don't know if there is one.
No, and doing the extra things, like going to the World Championships there at the end of this, after a long season into the playoffs, doing what he did and then saying, I gotta go over. I'm going to go over to Europe. I'm going to be in the World Championships because I want to go over, and we've got Celebrini and the next generation of players. And it's like he's passing the torch so graciously and indirectly because he's still playing at a prime level. Like it's unbelievable. So
how did that go again with the captaincy? Did he request Macklin to be the captain?
No. Celebrini gave it to him.
Yeah. No, Celebrini was named captain because they didn't think Crosby was going.
Oh,
and then when Crosby announced that he was going,
Celebrini gave it to him.
And then he said, "No, this is you."
Oh, no kidding.
I still would have had if I was Macklin, and I'm sure he felt this way. I don't think his ego is that I couldn't have lived. I would have gone to them and say, I cannot wear the C with that guy on the ice. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I agree. But when Sid, I think there was probably a conversation and
a dinner.
Perhaps. And at the end of the day, the respect, what Sid wants and what he thinks is best
is what you should
do. Like it's all part of this legacy and the history that he thinks so methodically about to do these things. Yeah. Like it's just in depth. So So anyways, that's the Mount Rushmore.
We don't even see like what the experience is for the other players in the locker room. Like that's a whole piece of the pie that we're missing that aspect. And if, you can tell just by how he acts everywhere else, you would imagine like the type of locker room guy he is that we don't get to see would be incredible.
Completely. And they've done a lot of good clips on it. And you've got to see when all of a sudden the rookie comes up and plays his first game in the Pens and they kind of mess with him. They put him right next to Crosby's stall. And there's a lot of good clips out there on that. Can you I couldn't imagine.
Pittsburgh drafted two identical twins, right? And then they did a social post of Sid calling them, and these kids were kind of besides themselves. Well, on our Mount Rushmore of hobby people, you might make it. someday. No,
There you go,
you're,
there you
no,
go,
Brad
there you
Hartlin, you're near the top. Thank you so much for inviting us to your beautiful lodge. I said this, I think, yesterday, that I don't know if I would have ever, just randomly picked Halifax or this area to come to. But again, another gift of the hobby is that it brought us here, and it's such an amazing place and experience. And I'll forever be grateful for this. And so, hope you good luck on the show, and
Awesome.
can't wait to come back.
It'll be a good time. We'll see. Or no, we already did see.
We did see.
We did see. We had a great time.
Phil has a hard time with the
Thank
fourth
you.
wall.
I do.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for coming, and thanks for having me. And can't wait now to the next step after we leave Pictou. We'll be into Halifax, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
A lot of fun.
What a beauty. Thanks again to Brad for everything last week, taking the time to sit down with us. Other than you sweating through your chair, Phil, what do you remember most about that conversation?
That's pretty much 95% of what I remember about the conversation was the noise it made when I leaned forward and Brad stared at me. Like, what was that? I was like, that was called a lack of airflow, sir. Yeah, I could have used a fan in there, but it was always a delight to hear Brad speak so passionately about what he loves, all things and everything to do with hockey cards. He found a beautiful middle to be in business and do something he loves as well. And big shout out again. I feel kind of silly how many times, but probably one of the best hosted experiences with so much love and care. Big shout out to Brad and Sherry and their entire team for having us there.
Anything stick with you, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, that interview was a week ago, so it's hard to refresh my memory like everything we talked about. But what sticks with me the most, Phil just basically said it, which is, from the second we got there, Brad and Sherry just became incredible hosts and made sure we were taken care of. The lodge was insane. It was really fun to do the interview with him. Brad's like one of those guys who he loves the hobby, and he's so authentic with everything that he does. And I think that's just why people gravitate to him so well, is because of his personality and how much he cares about it, and how much he cares about how well it does and succeeds. And so it's always nice to be able to kind of hitch your wagon to people like Brad and Sherry. So
He was bound and determined for that week to be a success, and really didn't have any financial gain. So, I mean, talk about a level.
I'd say probably financial loss.
yeah,
But it was worth. I mean, Brad, I see a lot of similarities in him. Just with it's not a loss. Brad's one of the richest people I know because he's so happy doing what he loves, and you see it and you feel it. And I hope the interview showed that. I think it did.
He's a great example of somebody that pays it forward, to always willing to help you, never asks for nothing in return. I mean, so it's like it becomes part of my mission is to do something nice for him, because he's done so much for us. So we're very, very grateful, and thanks again, Brad. Slab Sharks, Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live. Ends tonight. Join us starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Gongshow YouTube channel. We're going to cover all the key cards closing in the auction in our Slab Sharks live show. But in the meantime, go to slabsharks.com, get your early bids in. Tons of bangers in this week's auction, of course. And Slab Sharks auctions continue to grow. We had a very full post office box when we got back from Halifax, from American collectors submitting their cards into the auction, which was amazing to see. And they're doing it because Slab Sharks is the best. It's the biggest weekly hockey auction there is, partly because they make it so easy to sell your cards on eBay by basically doing all the work. And we're the official U.S. submission center for Slab Sharks too, meaning you send the cards to us if you're an American hockey collector, and we get them into the Slab Sharks auction for you. No hassles or worries about sending your cards internationally. We'll get them. Also, if you get them to us by Tuesday, they'll be in that week's auction. So get them by Tuesday at the cutoff, and they're in Thursday's auction. We try to turn those around really quickly for you. Plus, now Slab Sharks pays out in USD, so we're trying everything we can do to figure out how to make it better and better for U.S. collectors. If you have not tried Slab Sharks yet, maybe put together a 10 to 20 card submission cards, $10 and up sort of thing, and give it a shot. We'd love for you to try it and let us know what you think. And for complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the submission process started today, be sure to head to slapsharks.com. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
I can't believe it's this time already, but we get to do one of our favorite things today. I have the top 10 highest selling hockey players on eBay for the month of June. So basically, this is how it goes. Phil legitimately guesses which player is, first, second, third, fourth. Dave just says Bobby Orr until hopefully he's right at some point.
We just did this.
And then I'll change it.
I know.
And it'll be Bobby Orr. I did not do
that's
well. But I feel like 2 months ago I did really good. Last month I was garbage. Garbage.
Yeah.
Anyone want to make any bold predictions before we go into the top 10?
Gretzky's back on top.
Well, Gretzky was on top by a
Okay, he's
hair
staying on
last
top
time.
then. He was no, he wasn't. Celebrini, didn't he?
Is that a bold
no.
prediction?
Gretzky barely
bold
edged him out.
prediction?
I'm gonna go back to Celebrini. That's my
No,
prediction.
it's the summer, dude. No, all the old farts with their pensions and their you're wrong. It's Gretzky by a big chunk. I put Celebrini too, and the rest I have nothing. I don't know. No bold predictions. Nothing.
I'll give you guys one hint for last month. There is a player in the top 10 that has not been in the top 10 all year.
Can I guess who it is?
Well, yeah, we're going to
The
guess
Hab.
all of them.
It's got to be
okay.
a Hab.
Huh?
It's got to be a Hab. Maybe it's Cole Caulfield. I'm guessing. Is it Cole Caulfield?
No.
Is it?
Okay.
Are we guessing right now who that
Yeah,
is?
we're going to start with number one, like we always do.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Who's number one, Dave?
I said Celebrini.
It's
Josh.
a bad guess,
or
dude.
Phil.
Phil?
Said.
Gretzky.
Well, Phil's right. Wayne Gretzky, $709,907. Second month in a row, Wayner is back in the number one spot. Still second for the year, though.
I got that wrong, so that's good. I thought Celebrini was last month, so I saw. Is it way more? Okay, well, who's number two?
Well,
Well,
Celebrini's going to be.
What do you think?
Celebrini.
I think Celebrini. Yeah. Maybe that's what we're wrong about.
No.
No. You guys are right. Celebrini
Okay.
comes in at second for the month of June, $452,096
Okay.
US dollars.
All right.
Celebrini is still top for 2026, though, year to date, halfway through the year.
He's got to be playing though. Like you can't compete with Wayner.
Yeah.
Not in the middle of the summer.
Well, and we're kind of at this moment where now Celebrini, because there's no rookie sets coming out anymore, he's sort of on his own. You get that little bump for Demidov and Schaefer when you got 25, 26 products still coming out. And yeah. Who's number three?
Crosby.
Yeah, I picked Crosby.
Well, you're both wrong. Matthew Schaefer, 242,866.
Why did you say
Schaefer.
Crosby?
Because I thought it was Crosby. Yeah, that's why I guess Crosby.
Why
Why would you go with me? I'm wrong on like everything. Why would you follow me, Phil?
You're the worst at any game.
I know. Especially games that Phil created.
Especially games where there's a 50-50 chance and you
man.
somehow get like 14 in a row wrong, which is almost mathematically impossible.
And now
by
I'm
the way.
thinking, why would Crosby be third? He wouldn't even be third. Is he even the top five? I don't even think so.
Well, we'll find out.
Stay away from me on the
So
guesses.
very consistent finish for Matthew Schaefer. He's third year to date with 1.5 million in eBay sales, eBay, and third in May too. So good thing to remember there. Who's number four for last
Crosby.
month?
This is where I go Crosby until it's right.
You're actually no, don't do that. You're actually pick something if you actually think it's Crosby.
I actually think it's Crosby.
Okay,
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
Connor McDavid.
Phil is right. Phil's dominating.
Yes, of course I'm right.
This game.
It makes sense.
194,846 in June. And he's fourth for the year in sales too, with 1.43 million. And he was fifth last month in May. So he moved up a spot from May.
Well, okay. I have to say Crosby because if I switch, then it's definitely going to be Crosby. So I'm keeping Crosby.
Okay, number five. So you're going to Crosby at number five?
Don't overthink it, Phil. Don't overthink it.
I can't go Crosby, even though I think it would be. So what would be Ovechkin? I say Ovechkin.
No, Ovechkin's way down.
Yeah, this one might be.
That's a bad guess. How's that a bad guess? It's okay. Go ahead.
All right, this one might be a little bit of a surprise. Maybe not. Bobby Orr,
Oh, son of a-
$193,055 US dollars. Huge month for Bobby. He was 8th in eBay sales year to date. So
no one would guess that.
I wonder
That's
why
how-
you could have like a couple of big rookie sales, and that
Yeah.
can.
to Team
skew
Canada
things.
sales. They don't count, on this one.
No.
It
I
was a
don't know.
big Team
Plus,
Canada.
it's not been out.
Oh, this is such chump change too. Because we're not even in the 7 figures. This is terrible. We're so embarrassing.
I'm sure it's like the
Oh, it's
27th pick in the second round in the NBA probably has
Yeah.
more sales than Wayne Gretzky. But
hockey. What's hockey? Yeah, exactly.
okay, who's number 6, Dave?
I pick Ovechkin because
All right, well, Crosby.
Well, once again, Phil's right. Alexander
Oh
Ovechkin.
my gosh.
176,454 US dollars. Dave.
I hate this game.
I'm actually kind of surprised at that. I just thought Crosby Ovechkin tandem. You know.
Oh my gosh.
It gets tricky. Like, here's a little note for anyone. I don't know why anyone would do this but me, because I'm the only one that geeks out about this stuff. But when you're looking up Ovechkin sales, he'll have both Alexander and Alex Ovechkin, and you have to add them together. Number 7, Dave.
I'm picking someone different.
I'm not.
I'm
no, don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Unless you're right. I'm going Crosby because what did I say? Ovechkin's going to be before Crosby.
I'm going Connor Bedard.
Number 7 is Sidney Crosby.
That's not
couldn't
man. Dave, you're really bad
Do
at
not
this.
take me to Vegas. If you want to win money, do not take me to Vegas. I will lose all of your money.
You just got back from Vegas.
I don't gamble when I'm in Vegas. I just go to shows. Oh.
The best part is Phil tried to talk you out of it.
I did. I even called it 3 guesses before. I even told you. I'm getting kind of lucky too.
I still have not gotten one right.
No. Phil, you're like, I think more than 50%. You're doing
I think
awesome.
He's gotten
usually
everyone
pretty
right
good at
except
these.
for Schaefer.
When he said,
Word.
yeah, that's why I'm mad at you. When he said Bedard, I got nervous because I think that's a very good guess. I kind of want to pick him now, but I'm going to go Cole Caulfield. It's
For
got to
number
be
8?
Hab. It's got to be Hab.
Bedard. I think Bedard's the one who hasn't been in the top 10. That's my guess. So I'm going Bedard.
I think that's
You
a
think
great
Bedard
guess.
hasn't been in the top 10 all year?
That's not true, but
Has he not?
what?
Or has he?
What do you want?
I think he's been in the top 10 since about 2022.
Oh, okay.
Dave stole some of my medicine from my cupboards, clearly, while we were in Pictou or something. Because I don't know what's happening here. Anywho. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up then. I'm gonna go. It's probably gonna be Bedard, but I'm gonna go Ivan Demidov.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. That's a really good guess.
You said Caulfield. You already said
I
it.
know. I first say Hab. Who's the other? Who's the shimmy shakes? Oh,
Hudson.
Yeah, can I switch Caulfield from Hudson? Because Hudson, nobody buys Caulfield. That's a bad guess.
All right.
I want to say Lane Hudson.
So you're locked in at Hudson.
I'm locked in
I'm
on
going-
Hudson. Yeah.
I'm going Demidov.
Dave's
Okay.
well, Dave, it's Connor Bedard.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Dave, you're bad luck for everybody. You had it, man. You had it. You said it.
So he's 5th in sales in total eBay sales year to date. It's his lowest finish in the top 10 so far in all of 2026. So are we like, ruh-roh? What's going on now? And here's my question for you guys. And Louis, you can chime in too if you have an opinion. Because of the injury and the offseason and Celebrini, Schaefer, Gavin McKenna coming. Do we think that Bedsy could be in the buying zone?
No, everyone should stay away from his cards. I wouldn't buy any of his cards right now. I would not bid on any auctions of Connor Bedard whatsoever.
I agree with Phil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Dave and I strongly suggest you
Do
stay
not buy.
away from
Stay
Connor
away
Bedard
from
cards.
Bedard. Stay
Yeah.
away from him.
I think it's a great buying
Me-
opportunity there,
yeah.
Capitan.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Now
So-
it's still risky. What do we what do we have? We have two. He's having surgery, right? 4 months out. So that's the other shoulder, 2 shoulder injuries. Let's not forget he broke his jaw in rookie year.
Yeah.
You know,
He
kid's-
played
and
like
he's not a big
68,
guy.
82, and then 69 games last year. So on the injury front, there is some maybe potential positive news in the last couple of days. So Frank Saravalli is reporting that originally he was supposed to be out 4 months, which would have put his return back around November 1st. Now they're saying that there's optimism around rehab, and if it goes well, he could only miss what's being termed a handful of games. So again, and he's coming off his best season. He had 30 goals, 75 points last year in just 69 games played. So I don't know. I believe that if you're a Bedard fan and you believe in him in the long term and you are a person that likes to prospect a little bit, to Phil's point, it is always risky that, I don't know, man, we might see 20 to 30% sort of deals, maybe, or, Bedard's on sale kind of situation. He turns 21 this week. So he's still a baby.
No baby.
I also feel like he just doesn't have players around him. Like how is Chicago looking at their team, not getting him support? He's doing it on his own.
got
So
Byram.
what
Yeah.
he did last year was literally on his own. He doesn't have a really strong line mate. So could you imagine him, like, I don't know, on any other team that has a decent couple of line mates, like what he could do?
Do you think they're silly not going for Larkin? I don't think Larkin's the answer. He's maybe like a part of the answer.
I mean, it would help tremendously. I mean, who
You want
does
someone better
Bedard
than
play
that,
with?
go with him.
Tell me who's Bedard playing with? Who's on his line?
Suter and not sure.
What, Frank
Left and off
Nazar?
with the young lads,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not superstars. They're not even stars. They're just young kids who are trying to figure it out. Like, get him some help. And, he has a couple of guys on his line where he can, rely on them. Like, I just feel like his point total is going to just skyrocket if he just had some line mates.
Well,
I don't know
Tyler
enough about
Bertuzzi.
Chicago to.
And
Yeah,
I can't
Tyler
even-
Bertuzzi, I mean, sure, he's okay, but he's not like a star.
well, they
I don't
got him
think he's a
with
star.
Bertuzzi and Roman Kansternov or something.
Exactly. There you
There
go.
you go.
That could have just been.
There
That
you
could have
go.
just been the last game, though. We're not Chicago hardcores, so it's hard to. I'm sure they bounced a lot of players around with them.
Well, you
Okay,
have both
name-
Frondell and Nazar can play wing too as center. So it's like you wonder if at some point, whether it's Bedard, Frondell, or Nazar, where they pair 2 of them up at least, and either Bedard moves to wing or one of those 2 does.
Right.
He needs help. And if he gets help or he ends up on another team that is solid, so here's the thing. We're talking about Bedard. We're talking about his market right now. We're talking about how you can buy him at a fraction of a price compared to Celebrini. Now, I don't know if he's the same player as Celebrini, but what I do know is if you put him with a bunch of really good, talented skaters who can dish him the puck, he can dish them a puck and they can score off of it, then all of a sudden he's scoring 9,500 points a game. And then all that hype that he's had for all this time, it like gets reactivated and then everyone goes nuts buying his cards again. So
Plus,
right
it's
now,
Connor Bedard. It's Connor Bedard. He has at least 3-4 years left of like maybe this year, if it's not this year. It is. He does. You have that juice that goes with you a little bit. Frank, I mean, Fantilli and I can't think of other players for the life of me right now, but they all had 2-3 years of maybe they pop off, I mean, that's over with now, but they all have that aura of hot prospect, blue chip around them. Bedard's the final boss of blue chip prospect.
Well, Jack Hughes didn't fire off right out of the gate either.
No one
But
cares.
he was
about
hurt,
Jack
a lot like Bedard.
Well, that's my next point. Yep.
Yeah, I think Nathan McKinnon's the only one I can think of who just kind of was dormant at the beginning, and then all of a sudden, when everyone's like, "Whoa, holy cow, this guy's amazing!" Like, other than that, I can't think of. But I don't know. I would love to see him play with guys who are good. Chicago does not have a good lineup; they stink. So get him some players.
To your point,
And they have to have money. They're not paying anybody.
Yeah,
they have to have money.
Well, Davidson's their GM. I mean, is he doing a good job? He drafted Lev Shanov and Nazar, did he not? So I don't know enough. I don't know.
In front, the Byron thing is a total head scratcher. I don't get that for the life of me. And in an off season where I'm not saying Hall of Famers have switched teams, but we have had decent wingers. You have Alex Tuck, you have Kyrou, William Eklund, right? Who your team got, Phil. It's like,
high hopes.
Wouldn't Chicago have done a deal for somebody like that? You put one of those guys on a line with Connor Bedard, and I think we all feel a whole lot better right now, don't we?
Yeah.
Bring him to LA. We need a center. We just lost our best center.
Well, he still would have nobody to play with there.
He's got Kempe. Kempe's better than anyone on Chicago.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Here's my buying zone thing though, and it's tough to do, but in hindsight, it's always 2020. But in these scenarios, when you look back, right, you're going to pay right now a absolute premium for any Macklin Celebrini or Matthew Schaefer card.
Mm-hmm.
There's reasons, of course, but I think because of the injury and maybe the lack of off season and just the fact that we're more onto the shiny new thing, that I do think that you can get value, or you will be able to get value in some Bedard cards this summer, and buy them because you love them. And if they go up, that's a bonus. I mean, we don't really get into the flipping game here. And certainly if you're going to flip cards, we always recommend holding typically isn't the answer. It's buying and moving is where most kind of dealers make their money. I don't know if it really works out well for most people to buy cards with the intention of holding them for 6 months or a year, but maybe you've been priced out of Bedard over the last couple of years, and you can get into some decent cards now. So, yeah.
Well, okay, so I'll pose this to you guys. I was looking through some stuff, and I saw this. If you're given $5,000 today, you have to spend it on one player for the next 5 years. Who are you buying?
Celebrini.
Still Celebrini.
Current player, I assume.
Sure, Bedard, Celebrini, Schaefer, Demonov, McDavid, Gretzky.
Leo
Pick
Carlson.
it doesn't matter. I would say current player.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. You're really that high on Carlson, huh, Phil?
Yeah, watched a lot of highlights. I like the way he plays, man. He's got that big Anze Kopitar shoulder. Like, I don't know. He's awesome. He's better than Kopitar. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. We don't know yet. I didn't mean that. But I really like Leo Carlson, and I really wish he went to Philly. I hate him in a Ducks uni. Silly.
If you were curious as to how that went down, I listened the other day. Elliot Friedman on his podcast had Leo Carlson's agent and kind of walked you through everyone through the whole offer sheet play by play.
Yeah, 32 Thoughts. It's the best podcast out there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Okay, we'll go back to the top 10. So at number 9, I'm going to give you even a little bit more hints. This is our player who hasn't been in the top 10 all year, and he's not an active player.
Oh, he's not an active
player?
player?
So it's not a Hab. Oh, but there 10 to this game.
Oh, I was going to guess a rookie. I don't know. Shoot. Not an
this should be easy. Hold on. Okay, what are the big ones? Dave, come on. Let's do this together. I don't want you to look.
All right, I got it.
What?
Okay, who is it?
What is it? What are you, Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters? What'd you think of?
Oh, now I'm second guessing my guess.
Yeah, you should. What
you
is
lost it already, or what?
Say it.
No, I was gonna go with Patrick Waugh.
Oh, that's a good guess. He has been in. No, it's older than that.
I have another good guess.
Quebecers,
I have another guess.
No, just one guess is fine.
You get one guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna hint at another one. I'm gonna be mad if it's the other one. That's why I was like second guessing. I think
The
I wanted to
Montreal
go-
Expo just finished too. Oh, nothing would be registered there. That's a good guess. I might want to steal that guess with you.
Okay, Phil, what's your guess?
My
we
guess
bought a couple
is
of big. We just bought a couple of big cards. off
my
of
guess
you.
is my guess is Maurice Richard.
Okay, so we have Patrick Waugh and Maurice Richard. You're both wrong, and you'll probably be surprised to find out that Gordie Howe has not been in the top 10 all year, but he
That was-
finished.
That's awesome. That's good.
That was
yeah.
not my second guess.
My guess is closer than Dave's guess.
Sure.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's generational.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So Howe finished with 137,800 US in sales, 14th in total sales year to date, and again, first time in the top 10 this year for Mr. Hockey. Last one, number 10.
Active player.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a Hab. I'm going to go Lane Hudson.
I'm gonna go Demidov.
Okay.
For the first time ever, David's right. Ivan
son of a-
Demidov.
Woo! 1 out of 10.
Collusion.
Baby.
Collusion. I want to recount.
1 out of 10.
Damn Americans cheating again.
109,047 US dollars in the month of June and 9th in overall eBay sales year to date. So looking at the totals, we had 2 rookies in the top 10 last month with Schaefer and Demidov, 3 legends, Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and Gordie Howe, and then 5 vets in Celebrini, McDavid, Ovechkin, Crosby, and Bedard. Overall, though, the hockey hobby is pretty steady month to month, but
It is embarrassing the decimal point, how it's so weak. I mean,
yeah.
what, rich people can't like hockey? What's the matter with you guys? Step up, put your money where your mouth is. So many strong, I do. I'm broke as a joke. I put all my money where my mouth is.
Well, be careful what you ask for, though, because you moved out those decimal points and all the cards that you're buying, all of a sudden you're priced out of.
It
And
doesn't
when you
scare
do
me.
your
Changes
like
a-
top, you do your top 5, Phil, and you're like, what? Someone paid that much money for that card? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
those people are silly. It's not those people I'm talking. I'm talking about the other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. So here in the U.S., Phil, ESPN every year does their Espy Awards. Is there an equivalent to that in Canada, like the Sportsy Netsies or something like that? TSNZs?
Yeah. I haven't watched TSA. I'm sure there is. I don't
Okay.
watch. I'm an internet boy these days. I don't know.
Were you an Espy's guy back in the day, Dave? Did you ever watch the award show?
Yeah, I mean, I like the comedic aspect too, where they get up there and rip on all the athletes to begin with. So that's always
That's
fun.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
I haven't paid much attention over the last couple years, but I was surprised and pleasantly surprised to find out that maybe it's a new category this year, maybe it was last year too, but there's a Sport Card of the Year category
Oh, that's exciting.
at the ESPYs,
Know that.
and we promoted it on the Gong Show YouTube because 2 hockey cards were not out of the 5 finalists were nominated for Sports Cards of the Year. One of them was a 2024-25 exquisite collection Macklin Celebrini rookie Shield Auto 101. And then the other one being the Tops Now Jack Hughes golden goal with the inscription 101. The competition was pretty steep in the other sports. You had a baseball card, the Ohtani Aaron Judge dual MVP logo man 101.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
see
it.
how tight that is on the logo? Do you think is Upper Deck know that they do it that way?
What
Do
do
you know
mean?
what I like? Well,
What-
I mean,
yeah.
so tight. Like I don't know if I would like that. Do you know like it's so tight? The bridge, not the bridge,
Oh.
but the foil around the NFL. So there's no room for it's not centered.
Oh yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? That you have to have it centered.
Yeah, I like that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Which
don't know.
kind of
I if I was at Upper Deck, I'd be like, oh, I have to look into this, right? It might be better, it might not be, but
And you're talking about a Josh Allen 101 Gold Shield auto from Tops, and then the other finalist was Caitlin Clark's Flawless Logo Woman rookie 101 with another inscription on it as well. Voting ended yesterday, and the winner will be announced at the ESPYs, which are tonight. So I don't even know who won, but I guess we'll find out.
Hughes won.
You think so?
I don't
know.
want Tops to win, but I don't. I mean, who's gonna vote the Celebrini? They'll be like, "What? What is that card?" People won't even know.
I think it'll be the Judge Otani card.
I hope not. That's
Not Macklin's best auto on that one either. Not that that's
No.
Upper Deck's fault, but yeah.
I
So,
think
I wonder. Yeah.
most people who watch ESPN are generally patriotic, are they not? Wouldn't they go for the Hughes?
maybe. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
voted on
America!
by? Oh yeah, it's voted on by.
yeah, gold medal, yeah.
You had to retweet it to vote, and so I did that as many accounts that we had, and voted for our Macklin exquisite. But again, overall, it's pretty cool to have 2 hockey cards out of the top 5. Maybe get some exposure. Last thing in hobby news, really quickly, is Upper Deck announced while we were frolicking on Canada's East Coast that they have re-signed Michael Jordan as an exclusive partner, athlete, and spokesman, and named him their first legacy partner, which I think indicates a lifetime deal with the superstar. As part of the, I guess, to commemorate or to celebrate the re-signing of Jordan, Upper Deck had Michael sign 23 sealed 1986 Fleer basketball packs with that, of course, where his rookie card came from, and slabbed those with, he inscribed them to like rookie pack hand numbered out of 23, and then the Authority slabbed them, and they're including redemptions for these packs in Goodwin's Champions, which just came out.
Wow, that's cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you hit that redemption, and that's a big payday there. They also had him sign a sealed box of 1986 Fleer basketball that I think they're going to auction on eBay. Michael first partnered with Upper Deck in 1991, so it's a partnership now more than 30 years old. And of course, yes, he's a basketball player, and this is a hockey card show. But as we've talked about before, Michael Jordan as a brand is the most valuable asset in all of sports cards. There's nothing more valuable than Michael Jordan. And if you're a fan of Upper Deck like we are and are rooting for them to strengthen their foothold in the hobby, then I think this is really, really big news, because there's no doubt that Fanatics made a run at him. And, maybe I'll get to ask Jason a little bit when I talk to him at the National, but Michael obviously chose to stick with Upper Deck. And I think that means something. What do you guys think?
Yes, I also think that means very good for Upper Deck as well. I don't have strong opinions on this. I think it's great that Upper Deck signed the biggest athlete in the entire world of all time, and he's on our side. So that's wicked.
Yeah. And like what they did with him, like having him sign these packs and having them redemptions and boxes and all that stuff going forward, it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is petty, you guys tell me, but in the world that we're living in with all these big corporations that come in and wield their power around left and right, maybe it is good for Fanatics not to get what they want every single time.
Yeah, isn't that obvious? I literally don't want Tops to win because of the hockey cards, not Upper Deck.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I hope they lose at everything they do. Yeah.
Do you think Michael Rubin was like, what do you mean he's not going to sign with that?
We've gotten everybody else.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So congrats to Upper Deck on that. Okay, new product releases are brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner GP Sports Cards. Grant will be all around Fanatics Fest this weekend, attempting to, I'm sure, buy every single hockey card in all of New York. That's normally his goal. So stop him, say hello when you run into him, and if you're there, well, bring your collection, because I'm sure he'll buy it. If you're in the New York area, I guess reach out on Instagram, message him to connect to if you've got some good stuff to sell. As always, you can get all the new product releases via the TotalSportCards.com website. They have tons and tons of hobby. They really do have a great selection of hobby boxes at really good prices. So I'd encourage people in Canada to check it out, as they can ship anywhere you are in the whole country. And Grant will be breaking tomorrow night as well. Grab your spots at gpsportcards.com. He did message me that he does have the plague. He has the post-Halifax plague.
Oh.
And he is a sickie.
Sick? In the
I
summer?
don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like, didn't wash his hands or was kissing a girl or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's got a case of the cooties.
We'll see.
Something.
Okay, so we haven't done this in a while. Wanted to take a look at what's upcoming from Upper Deck as far as new product releases. There are some interesting things coming up in the next month or so. So we have today, of course, was Parkhurst. We'll talk about that in a second. Next week, we have a couple of big releases. Ultimate Collection, if you're a Shield hunter, the hunt is on July 22nd. Also, 25-26 PWHL. Both the Ultimate and PWHL checklists are on the checklist site, hockeychecklist.com.
Is that Celebrini Shield? Or did that already happen?
No,
That happened.
Yeah,
That happened. So this is Schaefer Shield, eh?
Schaefer Shield.
Yeah.
Get the Schaefer. Oh man, get the Schaefer Shield. Sell it to Justin at King of Cards. What's his name? Kyle at King of Cards. Yeah. Sell it to him for $1 million. He can afford it. $1 million. So personable. Yeah, sell it to him.
Then we have a couple week break, and wrap your heads around this. The next release after Ultimate and PWHL is 2026-27 MVP hockey.
Yeah, you know me.
Already on to Gavin McKenna, Frondell, and all those other guys. It'll be a whole new class of rookies for us to learn.
I haven't even learned the names of the last couple of classes very well, so just add it to the pile.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the California Dave Special, 2025-26 Clear Cut, where we will spend another year opening boxes and all over the world, hopefully on our travels.
I gotta order my pallet so it's nice and ready. So every time I go to the beach or wherever we end up, we could open a box.
There you go. Okay, I did also want to talk briefly. We've all had very busy days, but it is one of our favorites. I mentioned at the top of the show, 2025-26 Parkhurst. The newly configured set is out today. And I don't know, anyone have any initial reactions so far, or haven't seen much yet?
I have a video queued up, ready to watch. I will reserve judgment until I don't need to lie.
I have honestly watched one box get open so far. So
what do you think?
Well, I don't know. That it's hard to tell off of one box. I really like to watch an entire case get open before I can make judgment. What, Phil? What?
Well, do you need a case to really get behind a What did they look like? Did they look like fun?
They look like Parkhurst cards. Yeah. They look good. There's, like the normal base cards, and then they have there's like a retro card in every pack. And so each pack has like the retro looking card. The one nice thing is that is fantastic about Parkhurst is all the cards are on auto or on cart. All the autos are on cart.
Yeah, that's great. That's good.
It's fantastic. So,
well, I want to buy a box of that and Team Canada, but it's really, I was at I drove past the card shop today. I didn't stop. That's not like me. That's not like me at all. I didn't stop. I want a box of Team Canada.
Okay. I will tell you this without spoiling anything, because I did open one box of Team Canada.
Oh, okay. Tell me. Yeah.
Okay. And there's going to be a video coming out with my coconut reviews and all of that.
Did you get Marcel Dion?
I'm not going to tell you who I got, but I will say it was very, very enjoyable. There's a lot. You get 2 autos in it. Now they're all sticker autos. So just keep that in mind. There's sticker autos. You get 3 numbered cards, but you also, it's very flagshipy. It's like,
you get outbursts too.
And you get the outbursts.
Yeah. I want Red Outburst, Crosby, Marcel Dion, and Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, I already bought the Robitaille Red Outburst.
You did? Yeah. See, I don't want to buy a box. I just want to put the money towards the players. Yeah, I'm not buying a box.
But buy one. It was a very fun, enjoyable opening. It was very enjoyable.
No, 4,000 Fleer Retro.
So as an American, it doesn't bother you to collect Robitaille in a Team Canada jersey?
No, it bothers me to collect him in other uniforms besides the Kings, except for Team Canada.
Okay.
I'm okay with Team Canada. He's from Canada, so I'm okay with that. I just don't want to collect him in like a Rangers or a Pittsburgh Penguins uniform.
I want Jake
or
Sanderson.
Detroit. I have no interest in that.
Okay.
I want Jake Sanderson, Shane Pinto, Team USA. I would love those. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Canada. So and I love-
Patriotism in general is great.
Yes,
I love
yeah,
patriotism.
like
yeah.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
I'm
Plus,
super
our
fun.
colors are a bit better for hockey.
So you can get in Canada Parkhurst on Grant Shop, totalsportcards.com for 175 CAD right now. My mind's a little blown in the US. Apparently it's sold out on Dave and Adams for both cases and boxes.
Nah, that's a website error. That doesn't make sense.
It's got to be a website error, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't
Troy.
make any
Troy
sense.
screwed up. Josh, control your animal. That's Troy. Troy screwing up the website
Totally.
for sure.
It's all Troy's
Yeah.
fault.
It's Troy is their Billy. Troy is their Billy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy's there, Billy. He's captaining the Death Star right now. So,
That's silly. That's funny.
well, we'll have more probably input next week. Oh, so, Phil, do you you'll for sure buy at least one box of Parkhurst, right?
I don't see how I wouldn't.
Do you ever see yourself buying a case again?
No, no.
What about a
Name
case
the
of
first year.
20,
If I have a couple,
23? Yeah, because
I have so $500 is the max I'll pay. $650 a box. I'll buy a case. Yeah, $50 a box. There's not a $300. I could get Austin Matthews patch auto. You're not. What's maybe 500. You're lucky to some crazy
it's
Toronto
like
new guy.
$450 for a case American. I think it's $450 for
Yeah,
a
it's
case
too much.
on
That's
David
too
on.
much. So why would I buy
me
the-
and Chandler were talking about it. We thought
Yeah, it's
that
too
would be
much.
fun to-
I need it cheaper. I need it 400, and I would do it. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's coming. It's coming. Troy told me they have hundreds of cases. Come on, God, they're not. Yeah, there's going to be a fire sale.
How much is it, Josh? Did you look?
470.
That's dirt cheap.
So with my
and the
discount,
first
it'd
year
be like
Parker
$450. Yeah.
is the best year. It's the best. So
I like the patches the best.
yeah,
too.
Bedard in the second year. I'd love to buy a case of the second year. Love to.
I don't know
Third
how you
year,
couldn't, Dave, at 470. Be weird for you not.
Dave's retired. He doesn't
know.
have the money for that anymore.
Oh, fixed income, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
He just got the Geek Squad to clean his laptop. Do you think he's going to go and buy a case now?
No, I have the Geek Squad membership, so it's it's
okay,
free.
even worse.
It's
I mean,
free,
even better.
but
I'm-
you
I'm
pay
happy for you.
you pay a yearly rate and it's free.
Ooh,
That's the suckers kind of. You should cancel that.
No, we use it all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the time. My boys, their computers and laptops are there all the time.
Amazing.
Okay, we'll be back next week with probably more insight. And Phil, if you get a box, let us know how it goes. Do you ever see yourself opening? Would you open your box on your show again, or do you do boxes in private time now?
If I did that, I would take advantage and do it on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think the days of me just just me and my lit candles and my donuts and my chocolate cake and box openings are done.
Yeah.
Sad.
Lionel
But for
Richie
now.
on in the background.
Nope, not my style. More of Marvin Gaye.
Did you notice that when we left the our little VRBO there in Halifax, that there was chocolate smear on Phil's blanket?
I
sheet?
told you there's no surprises. Yeah, so I ate the muffin. Yeah, I ate the muffins. Yeah, Cole told me.
I was what? I was doing the quick look, make sure we didn't leave anything behind. I'm like, yep, just chocolate smear all
Yeah, half
over.
a muffin just ate my belt, the outside of my belly. Yeah, I was trying to get in from the outside, but I rolled over on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do personal pickups Halifax edition. So Phil, you loaded up a few pickups from last week. To
Oh, I
share.
went easy. I just picked a few. Yeah.
Okay.
I kept it light.
All right. Phil, I think they're just in order of how you gave me. So
Oh, okay. Oh, well, the final boss right away. Thanks, Louis.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe put that one last. Yeah, so Gretzky 2012-13 Fleer Retro Blue PMG. One of the top cards I own, and I'm very happy about it. A staple in my Wayne Gretzky collection. And there's only 40 of them, not 50. So I'm very
Have you
Number
put
20
it in your top loader binder yet?
I have not. It's still on my desk, and I like to keep looking at it.
Number
It's a
25,
very-
right?
Sorry, one at a time, maybe. Josh, go ahead.
Dave can go.
Okay,
Oh,
David,
it
go
said
ahead.
Number 25. Isn't that the serial number on the back?
No, it's 37, I believe.
Oh, I thought you had 25 of 50.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, it's 37. It's okay. It's okay. I know 25 out of 50 would have been great. That's the Crosby Golden Treasure.
Oh, that's right. That's
Not
right.
Golden Treasure, Seismic Gold. Oh, thanks, Louis. Next one. Yeah, beautiful card. I paid $1,000 on the dot. I don't know. That's a lot of money for a cup card auto, but it's Canada. I'm feeling a little FOMO. It's the bottom of the card's like beating the poop out on it. But I wanted it. I needed a Crosby. Anything Crosby, Team Canada, I'm all over. So big fan. It's out of 10. It's out of 10. That's why. Thank you, Louis.
Wait. Can we do without the bumper sticker on the Team Canada helmets going forward?
Yeah, Zephyr. What is
It's
that?
a little ridiculous.
Do they make pens or something? I don't know.
No
Okay,
idea.
next one. Okay, beautiful, beautiful Maurice Richard card, 92, 93. This is not everyone's cup of tea, not most people's, but when you're 11 and 12 years old going through 1992, 93, ripping packs and sour balls, chewing gum with all your friends on a creek, ripping these cards, trying to find Maurice Richard and other Bobby Orr the year before, or the year after, sorry. Yeah, Louis, next picture there, because it shows the back. Yeah, that's why. So most of these have really rough autos. This one is not. This is excellent, and I'm a big fan. I also have I have number 18. That'll be coming up. It's getting mailed to my house. I have number 18 out of 1,250. So I thought that was pretty cool coming up. Yeah, I'm picking them up as much as I can. The good autographs, you can. The good listener can have all the bad autographs. But
what do these go for if there's like 1,200 of them?
I have not paid. I'm up at around $300 now, Canadian. I think the 18 out of 1250 is, so there's two of these. Louis, can you go back one? This is the better picture. He has the cup in the other one. So there's two cards. I think the 18 out of 1250 is the other picture, which I'll show when I get it. But I want four of each.
Did Leaf do the thing where they did cut autos from these autographs?
I have not seen these cut autos, but I'm sure they did. Yeah.
So what do you do with these? Do you put them in the top loader binder? Because then you can't see the auto.
Yeah, that's why. So when I show my top loader binder, you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's these cards that don't have autos too. Anyone can get these cards without the auto as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. And then Bob Nystrom for the mustache binder. Beautiful card, great autograph, big flow, got that porn stash from the 70s. Well, we'll call it a hockey stash. We don't have to say the other one. It's great. He's a gentleman Bronco, Yeah. Yeah, big fan. Big card for my mustache binder.
Do you think Guy Lafleur sued him for copyright violation on the flow there? That's a very Guy Flow thing.
No. The Flower was a lover, not a fighter. They definitely went out for beers and cigarettes after this.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, except for the health part. But I think that's it for me. Well, that's all I'm going to show.
No, that's all you want to show?
Okay.
You want me to stop? I can.
No, Louis. Show the next card, please.
Be sure.
Yeah. I think I know. Is it the? Oh yeah, Jean Beliveau. Wow. So This doesn't really make the cut. If you look at the B, that's enough streaky for me not to buy it. I got it for $125. I had to buy it. Especially with Brad Hartlin lurking around buying all the buying all the cards I've been talking about. And stay tuned for my Halifax video. You'll see.
This is the card you said they use cut autos from, right?
Yes, the Missing Link 1994 Parkers. In the game Leaf. They cut the snot out of them and put them in their cards, and that wasn't cool, bro. Yeah. So, I think that's it. Louis, do I have another one?
You do.
No? Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I had like 35 cards I could have sent you. I didn't though. Okay, yeah, big fan of this.
Wow.
I got this in my ComC order that Dave brought. It's a signature moment. I think 2003 2004. Upper Deck Legends Classic. It's an IP. It doesn't come autoed, but it's a numbered card. And it is IP. It's not an IP. I'm sorry. It is not an IP. It comes autographed. Obviously, it's called Signature Moments. And he wrote Mr. Hockey on it, and I really like it, and I think it's amazing. And I can't wait to crack it out of the case and put it in my top loader binder.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you're done.
Okay, thank you.
David.
Yes. All right. Okay, so the first
Ooh.
card, this is a 2009-10 Artifacts Tundra Tandems, dual patches of Wayne Gretzky and Luc Robitaille. This was actually a gift from our good friend Jeff Jones. I muled a card, a really nice card for him, and he, from his appreciation, he gifted me this card. So thank you, Jeff. That was
Super cool.
very nice and a very, very cool card. I mean, look at that. Those patches are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, very cool. And if I ever mule cards for you, just so you know, you definitely do not have to pay me, but thank you, Jeff. That was awesome of you. So, okay. So this card has traveled. So our good friend, Chris Sidwink, who purchased this card for me, he was able to track it down. He then gave it to Phil at the Montreal show. And then
Don't forget Phil.
It went to Phil, and Phil did not lose the card.
I did not lose the card.
It ended up in my lap in Halifax. So even though I technically didn't purchase this in Halifax, it is a Halifax pickup because that's where me and my good buddy Luc Robitaille, the all-time Future Watch auto, which crazy that I did not have this one in my collection, but it's just been a very difficult card to purchase. So now I have it. So very happy.
Yay.
If you find more of these, will you buy them, or is one enough for you for Luke?
No, I do not want more. So I have this one and I have the gold out of 10 and I don't need or don't want anymore. So I'm happy
Gotcha.
with those two. Yep. And then let's see. Oh, okay. So this is one more. Actually, this technically wasn't Halifax pickup, but I did bring it to Halifax to show it off to Phil because we're card bros. This is the 23-24 Parker's Champions Legends Blue Auto of Wayne Gretzky out of 15. And it has been cracked.
Nice. That's good.
It is.
Did Twig and Berries survive?
They did. I have a new system that does not expose.
Will we have any
foul
ring
play.
door cam footage coming our way?
Yes. This one just, yeah. The PSA slabs are a lot easier to crack. You can just clip the corners and cut the top. So it's the BGS ones that give me a little bit more trouble, and I gotta bust out my saw. So yeah, but very, very cool card. I mean, this card, I mean, look at it. The blue border with the blue auto and him in his Oilers jersey. It's
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Exactly. I did point out to Phil a part of this card that he told me he wished I didn't mention, which is the
Say it
grandma.
again. I forgot. I have completely forgotten what you're about to say. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
The grandma lurking over Wayne's shoulder in the background. He's like, I really wish you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, it's like an Ethel. I think her name is Ethel.
Yeah. I actually think it's awesome. It improves the card. It's amazing. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Shani.
Next card.
One sec here. Okay.
Okay, so
Ooh,
this one
wow.
I did buy at the Halifax show. As you can see, I'm starting to really like these blue autos, these blue border autos, and this is the 23-24 Parkhurst Champion Legends auto of Patrick Waugh out of 15. It's an amazing card. It's just, it has that wow value. Like I saw it in the case and I was like, yep, I have to buy that card. So I've been starting to try to pick up a few of these. Unfortunately, there's no more in the future Parker sets. They don't have any more of these blue autos, but that's okay because we've got 22 and 23 years where I can pick them up. So
No legends in the current Parkhurst either. So
that is correct. That's why. Yep. So that's okay though, because there's plenty from the other 2 years that I can pick up some good names. So, and then the next one I picked up was this one. I picked this up from Grant. So we did talk about this. So this is from 2021 signature edition legend set. And we talked about how expensive these Hall of Fame autos are, especially from the all-time Future Watch auto set. You can buy some really, really cool Hall of Fame UD canvas autos of some really nice players that do not break the bank. So I picked this one up of Mario Lemieux. And the Mario Lemieux train just started and kept going because that's what my next couple of cards are. I didn't realize, but I bought a lot of Mario Lemieux autos. So, and then the next one is, Phil, do you want to say it? Because I'm not allowed to.
No, go ahead. You have the card now. You can do what you want.
Okay. I just can't pronounce it right, but this is from Ultimate Collection, the La Collection. How do you say the De La Fleur? See, look, he's so bad.
Mario Lemieux patch auto.
He just mixed up Guy Lafleur and the Fleur de Lis to the Guy de Fleur.
Yeah, there you go.
Mario Lemieux patch auto. That's what we call this card now. Yeah.
So there's 8 cards in the set, and I have 4 of them. So this was a pickup from Phil. Phil picked up ones for me and Josh, and we bought them off of him. And I'm very happy to add this to my collection. This was a big one. So very, very cool card design. Beautiful. And then the last one was the Showstopper. This was one where I saw it and I said, just take my money. And that's what happened. Because it was not cheap. This is the Cup Materialistics. I've been looking at these materialistic cards for a while now and haven't pulled a trigger on any. This has got game used patch and stick, numbered out of 15 of Mario Lemieux. We cannot figure out where the patch comes from.
We had a lot of people looking at this all weekend, and like Jeff Jones got really into it. He was like looking up old Penguins jerseys, circling potential areas, and we're lost.
He's still looked at it again today and sent me messages going, I cannot figure out where this comes from. So this is what I think, though, because I think we were thinking that this was part of the back letter, but I don't think the border, see how the gold is really skinny? I actually don't think it comes from the name from the back of the jersey. I think it's some kind of shoulder logo or name or something from that's my guess. But if anyone knows exactly, I've had some people go, oh no, I know where it is, and they've sent it to me. It has not been that. So would love to figure out exactly where that patch comes from.
Yeah, chime in the comments, reach out to us. There's got to be somebody out there that is an expert in Penguins jerseys.
Yeah, I think this is from a shoulder logo. I don't think it's from the back of the jersey.
I don't think
that's my guess.
No.
I don't know.
That's
I'm not a jersey expert.
But
Baba Louie.
First one was wandering aimlessly at the show on Saturday and stopped at a booth. Somebody I knew. We were just talking, and he said, "Hey, you like Sign of the Times, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got something for you. Just picked it up," and pulled out this 24-25 Sign of the Times brochure that I didn't have.
Beauty.
So I grabbed that, and then I was struggling really to find anything, and so I kind of just threw in the towel, and hey, if I find something, I'll go after it. And late in the day on Sunday, before people were just about to wrap up, I came across this 24, no, it's not a 24-25. It's older. I can't remember what year it is. But another Sign of the Times, Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe. And I said, well, what the heck? Why not have a Sign of the Times and have a Gordie Howe auto in my La Collection?
Yes.
That's a beautiful card. I still don't have a Gordie Howe auto.
I think it's an 06, 07.
Okay. Well, good job by you.
Yeah, and that's it.
I had 4 pickups over the weekend. The first is just a set that I love. It's the 2010-11 O-Pee-Chee set. I got a Wayne Gretzky retro black rainbow out of 100. There's a million players on the checklist, and I think it's my second or third Wayner. But this is one where I'll buy every time because I don't know. I just have a thing for this set. Then I got another Gretzky card, a card I've been wanting for a long time. It's a 1996 Select Certified Gretzky Mirror Blue. It has the peel on it, and there's 3 mirror variations. The most common is red, and then in the middle is blue, and the gold are the toughest to get. But this is one of those cards that I think if you're a 90s collector has good recognition, fairly sought after.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I have Lemieux, Gretzky, Bure, and Timu now in gold or blue. So, so just kind of building up my collection of these cards. Then I don't know what's like happening to me. I've never been a patch auto person, but am I becoming a patch auto person? Am I cheating on my parallels and inserts? I don't know what's happening, but like Dave, I am a smitten kitten by the 2023-24 Ultimate Guy Lafleur de Lis Ultimate La Collection cards.
There you go.
And Phil had 2 Mario Lemieux and apparently wanted neither of them.
No.
And so both Dave and I snatched them up for Phil. And according to you, Phil, made some people jealous, right? Because once word got out, you had a number of DMs that
I could have
people
made
were wanting
money.
the cards.
I broke even with you two jabronis. I could have made money off of other people, but
Your heart is full.
I probably wouldn't have made what was like Jeremy Lee was one of them. I just would have sold it to him for. I know Jeremy would have made $100 off me, but I would not have made $100 off Jeremy. And who else wanted one? I forget. A couple of people were like, "Oh, I heard you." Yeah, I mean, we're good enough friends. I'm not an entrepreneur. I am, but just not in the card business. No, I'm not anymore. I'm retired.
Okay.
I don't have energy for that crap.
So this is the second patch auto now in my collection. And then I just, when in Rome, I went ham and I added a third. Another Mario Lemieux. It's the 2012-13 Panini Dominion Peerless Patches patch auto out of 10. I just really like this card.
That's where the S went for the Gretzky.
Yeah, it's got the S Gretzky patch, so I had to buy that. I love the fact that there is a clear spot for the autograph. There's nothing behind it. It's got a good picture of Mario, a great auto, as good of a patch as you can find for a 2-color patch, in my opinion, and a lot of gold foiling for the Dominion Peerless patches that year. So I'm very happy to have this card. I don't know if I'll add another patch auto anytime soon, but I have 3 now.
Yeah, you open the floodgate. You open the floodgate, so you're on your way.
You want another cigarette there, Dave?
Yeah, no kidding. I had a frog in my throat.
Where's my cognac?
2 cartons enough for today, or?
Yeah. So what part is the S of Lemieux?
I think this is from definitely like the shoulder patch.
Penguins?
Yeah,
maybe.
Penguin.
I would say.
It says Penguins on the
there's
for sure on the jersey.
S's. Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of what stresses me out about patch cards in general, is that you sort of have to, because there's probably I have no idea, 50 plus Penguins jerseys that Mario wore during his career. So to figure that out was not in my wheelhouse, definitely. But that does stress me out, right? And that's part of it. Feels easier sometimes to just collect inserts and parallels. I'll be honest.
I think you're okay on the Dominion. I think you're probably pretty good, eh?
Yeah, they make some sick looking
You're
cards.
fine, man. It's fine.
You're great. Now you put this in my head.
No.
I'm selling the card.
I'm selling the card with full disclosure. Maybe it's a fake patch.
Me and Phil came up with this plan before. We're like, let's put some doubt in your mind, and then you'll sell me the card, so I can help. That's what it is.
All right. Well, good job, guys. That I guess concludes our Halifax coverage till hopefully next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, you want to support us and chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join our $9.99 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description with our Instagram, TikTok profile, on our Patreon, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or on Patreon's website, patreon.com, and search for us. We are the Hockey Cards Gong Show. You can follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Gong Show podcast is a production of Dialbox Ventures, LLC. Have an awesome weekend. God, I totally forget what day it is. And we'll be back with you on Monday. Can't wait. Baba Louie, take us out.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in the show. So now I know why tigers eat their young.
Yeah.